Yes. Are they doing spaceships again?
Wait, which company were we?
Ack. See, the one
Oh,
went
okay.
bust, Andy.
TDD.
Yes. Do keep up.
Why?
Why?
Why'd you tell me to go and get?
Did you get it working? Oh no, my question was, did you get it working?
I mean, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
So, well, talk me through it because everyone apart from me doesn't have an Xbox because you're all weird.
Okay, so I went on to BlueStacks. I downloaded BlueStacks, and I downloaded the beta one because it's better. I double checked the hypervisor settings as well, make sure they're all off and all that kind of stuff. And then I downloaded the Xbox Game Pass.
Right, specific.
And then I go to cloud.
Wait,
And
so
then
is this Xbox or is this something else?
Xbox.
Just says
Xbox. The Xbox Game Pass app.
All right, so not Xbox.
No, Xbox Game Pass app. Third time.
All right. Because Microsoft are very keen to repeatedly put out new apps that are more or less the same. No,
what's that? Remind me, what's that shitty game you want to play again?
Well, anything on there, but Torchlight 3 is one of the ones that's currently an Xbox exclusive.
Plays on console and cloud. Let's have a look. I haven't actually tried loading that. I'm trying to get my Bluetooth controller to actually work with the thing. Play. Yeah, connect to controller. Bluetooth on. Bluetooth. Oh, Bluetooth on. Let's try that.
I'm not sure if I remember my password for... No, I'm completely blanking my password. Yeah, so this was the plan to try this soon, but we haven't tried it. Like, literally, no one has had a look, so I can't tell if it works or not.
What's this?
It's streaming xCloud games to our PCs. So, Torchlight 3 is on Game Pass, but as an Xbox exclusive. It's not on the PC Game Pass. So, if we wanted to play it, then we would need to... well, you all would either need to buy the game, I'm not really sure it's worth it, or you would need to go out and buy Xboxes, which is probably even more expensive. So that's why I mentioned it as an option that we can stream games to ourselves. As soon as I can remember... Ah, there it is. Oh, yes, of course it is. Ah. I think I might worry about this.
Toy Factory's just popped up, like, literally next to our rail.
But if that works, then that's great, because that's definitely you and Max and Schalker, I think, with Game Pass Ultimate.
Yep.
So that means we can play, and I can obviously stream it slightly higher quality from my Xbox upstairs, which is also cool.
What's the difference between the different Game Passes?
Xbox Game Pass Ultimate gives you everything, and the different tiers give you either PC-centric stuff or Xbox-centric stuff. I don't even know the names of them, to be perfectly honest. Because I've just got Ultimate, because I've got an Xbox, and I use Game Pass on PC. And Game Pass, it said welcome, by the way, and then it just brought up a grey screen.
Yeah, mine did that, and then wait a second, and then it loads.
Okay.
Have you got BlueStacks 4 as well? Because I had BlueStacks 4, and it was incredibly slow. BlueStacks 5 so much faster.
Oh, blimey, is there a major vision bump to BlueStacks? Because BlueStacks is awful. I couldn't get the virtualization to work. I couldn't get the virtualization to work. If I have virtualization on, it never loads. If I have it off...
Does it come up with an error saying to disable Hyper-V or something?
Yeah, no. That means you've got the wrong version. There's two versions, one for Hyper-V, one without. If you run the one without, it goes, oh, this will be slow. You should run the one with. If you run the one with, it never finishes loading. I'm like, huh? And the worst thing is, if you've got the Hyper-V on in your Windows and the BIOS, the non-Hyper-V version of BlueStacks doesn't even run. It just goes, nope. It doesn't make any sense at all.
To be fair, I can't get the
Is your
Bluetooth.
server up, by the way?
It should be.
I can't get the
Should be
controller
in.
to be working.
No, it's not letting me select it off the list.
Well, is Andy? Andy says he's in client list. Well, there's someone called Player in the game, which I assume is Andy.
I would assume it's me.
I have trouble finding too.
I mean, just add the IP address.
We're hemorrhaging money again.
Okay.
No, we're not. I've just spent I've just put 20 grand of thing up.
That would be why then.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, cool. Cloud. I'm just going to try it. But I wouldn't do this, obviously. I'd do it slightly different. Oh, man, that means we can play Hot Shot Racing, which is freaking awesome. But
Did you change the port? Is the port that's still default? 3979.
I've not changed it. Oh, but Andy's in. So nothing's changed.
But Adam, do me a favour while you're on there. Click on the settings and go to preferences.
Maybe I'm running a different version.
Of BlueStacks or of...
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I'm waiting for it to load. Do you see, like, on preferences, do you see a controller setting or device settings or something?
Enable gamepad detection.
Yeah, I don't have that on the BlueStacks 5.
I mean, to be fair, the performance doesn't matter, does it? It's just streaming video from somewhere else. Oh, I like the loading screen. I do like that.
I'm waiting for that to load. Oh, that's cool.
Enjoy. Well, you can't tell me what to do. I've still failed to buy an Xbox, by the way. It's been 3 months now since I was like, screw it, I'll get an Xbox. And I still can't get one. What is going on? Oh, wait, Andy, are you sure you're... Oh, you are in the game, yeah.
Don't worry, Adam.
Yeah,
The new AMD GPU's out, and the new NVIDIA one's coming out soon, I think.
Oh, good.
So,
That will help you. How?
Because they're just more products you can't buy even if you wanted to.
Oh, good point, yeah.
So if I want to build a train station, does it need to be right next to the city, or is it better that it is?
Just to check, you are still there, right? And you can just see my message that says boobs.
Where does it say boobs?
Are you
Oh yeah, no, I see.
You are. So
Yeah,
Andy,
yeah.
So Andy's in the game. So Andy, whatever you did. Wait, Malcolm, I have a question.
Hello.
In the bottom,
You.
I'm gonna just pop a screenshot in Discord. In the bottom left, could you just tell me what language is that, please? That works. That definitely works. So we should.
Spanish?
I don't know, but it's not English. Yeah. So I don't know when, but and I don't know how many players it supports.
Spanish, yeah. Cancelar is Spanish.
Cancelar. But yeah, I will totally play that game. Forgot the name of it already. Torchlight 3.
Yeah, no,
if-
Torchlight 3.
If it's crap, it's crap. But if not, awesome. If it's crap, we can at least play it and go, wow, now we can't
That
whine.
was awful.
Yeah, now we can't whine about Diablo 2 or Diablo 4 or whatever.
Oh, so a Great Raffingborough, which is down and left
I'm good.
from
A Messiah?
Schalke,
Okay.
bottom right, it will just tell you to download the new graphs. There's a button just marked, yeah, download them then.
I don't think I've got the content.
In the bottom right, there's a little button
That's a-
marked download the content.
No, I have because I played it before. I played it last time. Toyland to Mars is one of
he
the
did.
DRS.
Yeah, it's true. He did join last
It's got-
time.
No, it's
got a
about
tick box
five
beside it.
asset packs I'm running, something like that.
It's just not letting me click the option to then.
No,
Join game button isn't coming up.
no, because you haven't. When the bottom right, what does it say? I've forgotten. It will say download the appropriate ones or grab the
Find
appropriate.
missing content online.
Uh-huh.
Select all.
Yeah.
Already selected. There's download button. But I thought I'd already pulled them once. Right, now they've gone from ticks to green dots. Okay.
Maybe
But I bet
they
you
were
tried this once.
downloaded but not active.
Well, that doesn't make any sense because I played. Okay, whatever.
I don't know. Shout.
Now it works.
Where? Sorry, Andy. New something or other.
Great Raffingborough, which is down and left from the massive
Oh,
hub
whoa.
that you've created.
Great Raffinberg station
Yeah.
here? Question mark.
Or here, there's two, which are reasonable, but you can't put a station near the toy factory and the city because it's one
Oh.
tile too short.
Wait.
you-
I don't want to hear this Twitter talk from you, Andy.
Or we could put it on the other side where the
You mean
battery farm is and get both.
The battery farm. I see.
Very good.
I mean, you can pop a station. hang on. You can pop a station down that will get the toy factory and Great Raffinberg.
Oh, you have to rotate it. Right, got
no,
you.
just you don't. How many tracks did you put down in your station?
Just 2. I mean, I suppose if you want to add crap loads and just make the area bigger, then that does work.
Yeah.
But
Yes. What is the battery? So the battery farm would be for the. Oh, is that? Oh, battery farm to the. There's probably
Toy factory?
Toy factory. Oh, hold on. Can we get that battery farm up to? Oh my god, no, not. Well, yes, but also. No.
there is another toy factory that popped in that's up from Runt Hill City, which is like right at the bottom left,
Well,
right down the end of that run.
I mean, what might be worth doing here is a vehicle-based run from the battery farm to the toy factory. It's so close.
Thought you said they couldn't possibly be profitable.
No, passenger stuff not passenger stuff is never productive like that. Like that, yeah, like that. So if we run road construction. I hate roads so much.
But everything just clumped up there, and I was like, that's quite helpful.
Can't build roads here. Not allowed while paused. It's not
There's a
paused.
sweet-
There's someone joining.
That's paused then, isn't it?
Yeah, but it should just do it while we're when we're done. It should just do it. Go right, there we go. And what we'll do is we'll assume in the future we regret not having a train station, and then we'll have that road construction.
Oh, wow.
No, I built bus stations. Oh, God. It's bus stations, aren't they? I can't tell. Oh well, that's fine. I will just pop those down. How come as part of this pack it changes the graphics for the dynamite to a bulldozer? Oh no, they don't like us enough. Oh, for God's sake, Great Raffinberg, how are we supposed to fix it if you won't let me build the bloody things?
What do we do now?
Well, what we do now is we bloody well build a railway. Great.
Through the middle of their town and show them what for.
Well, no, just
Are we allowed to build a railway through the middle of their town?
we've already built. It's all right. No, you can always build railways. There's no restrictions on that. What you can't do is build
Stations and buildings?
and stuff. Yeah, that's it.
Right, I'm going to leave you to it. Ciao.
All right then. Oh, when's this?
I'll let you know if I get it working. I'm just going to
When's-
get this BlueStacks 4 with an hour and 15 minutes, so 10:30.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the Bluetooth controller working and see if I can get it on BlueStacks 4. So I'll get
Yes,
running
let's-
and see if I can try it.
Let us know. I think it should be hopefully quite good.
Yeah, apart from the fact we'll use a controller, I guess.
It is an Xbox game.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't buy an Xbox.
Battery truck. Right, you'll learn.
Well, how to use an Xbox controller?
Yeah.
I can. It's just not my preferred input method for games like that.
It is a console game though. Like Torchlight should always.
Well,
it is.
I mean, is it solely a console game?
I
Is it
don't-
not anything else?
Is it out on PC? I haven't. If it isn't out on PC,
Torchlight 2 is out on PC.
I've certainly never. Thanks, Andy.
Torchlight 3 on Steam.
Okay,
Yes.
it's on Steam.
What were you saying, Adam?
I have no idea if it's out on Steam or not.
Yeah, October 13th, 2020.
Did not take the world by storm, did it?
No.
Immediately forgets.
What are you whining about, Mr. Train?
Just like Torchlight 1 and Torchlight 2 didn't.
Oh, Torchlight 1 and 2 were huge hits. Really, really big.
Someone's building something that's like thing, but not thing. It's like, wow.
For a while.
It's not lost, Andy. It was just having a hard time working out which end of the railway track was which.
I couldn't think of a Mars-based name this early on, so I just
Well-
went lost in space.
Miles? Well, that would be Chief Miles O'Brien from Star Trek. Before your
What?
time. Star Trek, Andy. It's a television show. It's set in space.
Is
Where
it?
did-
I thought it was a documentary.
No, that's Galaxy Quest you're thinking of.
Oh yes, of course.
I don't think I've seen that one either. Okay, so that's running.
Okay, but we don't have a... So the toy factory needs to go to a toy shop. And I don't think there's a toy shop for almost literally hundreds of miles.
Have you just checked? Because there's loads of stuff popping in at the moment.
I have not. So there is a toy shop up at Flaham. Now the thing is, as I said before, the way to make money is to take stuff a long way.
But then you run the risk of your train breaking down as well. So you have
Yeah.
to put the
There are
Or stuff along the
6 on the
line.
map.
or what's it? I think that's the thing I always don't get. How do you time or position where to put the train depots? Do you put them further away so it just as it's running out, it put so it just
I
it's
mean-
expired, it sort of goes in, or is it just before it expires and it sort of goes in, or is it sort of not the same?
I mean, part of it is to really put it on the order schedule. And then
Oh, just go. You will go to this before
Yeah.
you run out. Yeah.
massively over spec the servicing interval, and you can tweak servicing interval for every vehicle. You can say service when you get to 90%. You can say service every 90 days. You can say service every you can service however you like, and then tweak it. I don't normally bother. I normally just stick another train in rather than faff around tweaking the numbers like that.
My trains were always breaking down, so now I have 2 broken down trains.
I'm slightly curious, by the way. We've got unnamed, Jebediah's Junkyard, Player Transport, and Get Yo Carbs. So, Andy, could you please rename yourself from Player
How do I do that?
under the picture of a man?
Under the man. Manager name.
There you go, you can tell which one mine is now.
Yeah, so who the fuck is Player Transport?
Shelker?
Client
No.
list.
Somebody who got inaugurated in 1950 and hasn't done anything.
Oh.
And the junkyard.
How do I
I
can't rename myself.
Yeah, you can. Click on the picture of the face, and there it
Yeah.
says new face.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Manager name?
Yes, click on manager name.
No, that's the name of the company.
Pretty sure that's your name, Andy.
My name is Yak. We come in peace.
Well, that was our old name.
Yeah, no, that's not the name of the company. Is Ak. The manager name is Ak Yak. Brackets become in peace.
Yeah.
Do
that's
we do
definitely
it?
our old
Do you
one.
do it outside the game or something?
Yes.
Oh, is it? It's not
The first thing
under.
you do is new company, or you choose to join the company outside the game. Yeah.
Oh no,
What?
but that. Where do you choose the client name? Is that outside the company?
Sorry,
The client,
the
because you're called Max Realism. Schalker is called Schalker. Andy is called Player.
oh,
I am player.
That's so player.
Okay.
Is it not one of those ones where you press and hold the button and you go game options or something?
To change your name,
don't know.
Type space name space new name in the chat. I love this. Replacing new name with your new name.
Wait, space name.
Just type name. Andy
Space.
sucks boobs. There we go. Oh.
That
Oh
worked.
no! On the console, hit console, not chat.
How do you do? Oh, is that tilde? Name. Oh, okay.
Would you like help picking a nickname?
No, because it'll be offensive.
Boob Master
We're
500.
obsessing.
Boob Master 500. No, I always use boobs for things like that because A, it's funny, and B,
B?
very importantly, it's never a keyword in anything. So I want to pick a variable that's definitely if I've never seen the language before, it is absolutely guaranteed to be 100% A-OK. Boobs is the perfect one.
Player has changed his her name to A.
Good job, Andy.
I think it's missing a few letters there, mate.
There is a toy shop like up and right from the Henford transfer line going up that way. Up and right, rather. You can't ping on the map, can you?
No, you
Other than
can...
put a sign
You can't
down.
put messages though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I put a sign on it. It's by Reston.
Oh, yeah, I see it. That's still quite a trek, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think there are any closer. It's
Well,
unreasonable, but I think it's the least of the unreasonables.
The least of the unreasonables.
Yeah.
Sounds like a terrible Pixar film. I should probably... Oh, actually, that's not too bad at all, Andy. I should probably point out, Shaka, we went bust last time, and we had to buy our own company up with a second company in order to get enough starting capital in order to make it go.
Oh, is that
Not
why
wrong.
we've got Digiarcus Transport and AK?
Yeah.
On the
Yes.
failed mission? Just wondering, like, what? That's what they're saying.
Because we went broke.
It went broke, and the
Because we
aliens...
fucked it good and hard.
And the aliens brought us up.
Oh, good.
Dora, get out of the bin.
We basically just laundered money until we could afford our
There's
own
nothing
company.
in the bin. Stop it. She does that. She's like, oh, maybe there is. There's nothing in the bin. I'm just going to check for myself, Father.
Believe you, Father.
Merely because
Are you sure?
you say something is so does not mean it is true, and I must independently verify. Oh no, you're right. There's nothing in the bin.
Yeah.
I mean, there was an apple in the bin the other day, and she seemed very excited by the apple. But I was like, First of all, I don't think you're allowed to eat apples, and secondly, I don't think you would like apples. So I don't know what this apple obsession is.
Cats.
That is a good point. Andy, if you make a train to go from down there to up here, it might work.
Don't think that's a double-ended line.
It is. This is. Down there might not be.
Well, there's no signal, but
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. Just connect it up onto that main line, and I will.
where's that main line?
That one there.
That one there.
Yes. Are you at Great Rothenburg Woods?
I am now. Yep.
Awesome. So I'm building a up line. Damn it! I've done it again. I keep doing stuff on the wrong side of the road. Why is this so hard for me? I don't think. I just start to draw the line. Then I go, oh yeah, we should probably keep everything on the right. Oh well.
Okay, so you've added a
It
split there.
was two-way already, but not very. So now we've
Yeah.
got an obvious up and a back. But that's okay.
But
What
we
I'll do-
haven't got that on the other end.
Yeah, we did. The other end's fine. Don't worry about the other end. Oop, wrong button. Oh, well. You worry about the fighters. I'll worry about the towers. There we go. That should be just absolutely hunky and dory.
Try and find it.
I do realise sometimes if you were a non-native English speaker, you would listen to me and wonder what the hell I was talking about sometimes.
Dribbling and blethering. Wow.
Well, I mean, like hunky-dory.
Yeah, like I said, dribbling and blethering. No?
Are you
but-
sending a train?
No, you are. Wait, if...
Oh,
ChooChoo.
where am I getting a train from?
Well, wait, which bit are you doing then? I've just done the railway lines and the stations and the lines.
And the Glaven.
What were you doing?
Putting a sign.
Spending half an hour putting in this case, maybe half a year.
You
putting a sign up.
do a train, Andy. Go to Great Rothenburg Woods, full load.
Do we have a depot?
You might have to build one of those as well.
Oh, do I have
crap.
to?
You
Do I have to?
You don't have to. Technically, you can build it from any depot, but I would, I'd recommend you do.
Very well. I really don't like the arrow that you get on the. Oh. Well, shit. There's a really weirdly shaped cursor.
Oh, yes, it is rather, isn't it? That might be an option to tweak.
And it goes in that way and out that way.
That's what she said.
Right, new vehicle. We want a very fast train.
We do. The fastest of the trains, no less.
I'm assuming that's the fastest. Then we want what type of... What did we hook up?
Toys.
Toy van.
Yes.
Do we want 6 of those then?
7.5. Because then we can upgrade it later on.
Can't afford it.
Borrow some more money.
Oh, there's too many menus open on the screen.
Press delete to close all the menus that you have not pinned.
Repay. No, not repay. That's the wrong way. The wrong way.
Oh, the tunnels look rather nice.
Why 7.5?
Because 7. Oh no, 7. Is it 7.5? Oh no, 6.5. 6.5. 6.5 will upgrade to 7 once you put a double-ended carriage on it later on.
Oops. Oh, how do I sell a train then?
Just a whole train or part of a train.
Part of a train.
Drag the part of the train that you don't want into the bin, which is the picture of a train with a red X through it.
How do you tell a train? Oh, I made a new train, but I can't seem to get to its instructions.
So go to here.
Which
Do I
train,
want
Max?
full load any cargo?
It's I'm on a different company.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just trying to give it some instructions. Like, no, you can't give it instructions. I'm like, how the hell do I give it instructions?
So if you click on it, like train 1, I can see train 1. Just click on the go to. Like, why can't you give it instructions?
I don't know.
But,
I mean,
why can't you click on it? Let me just switch to
oh,
Max.
it's because it gives you a little window. That's all. No, I've got it. I've got
Okay.
it. Little windows popped up, and I was ignoring the bloody thing it's trying to give me. This is fine.
Oh, can you imagine? Imagine, right, you've got sugar mines. Can you imagine the wasps, the ants, and what happens when it rains? Hey, more bets.
Timetable's in the wrong order. How do I change that?
It doesn't just make it go and then hit skip. That's the way I usually do it.
Oh, okay. Well, send the go, hit the big red button, the signal with the X through the middle of it.
Don't press that button. We've just been offered a much faster train.
What, you mean I just did that and now we've got a faster train?
Yes!
Well, that's tough, isn't it?
I've told it to automatically upgrade when we have enough money.
So are there actually any toys in this station, or have I made a horrible mistake?
No, production last week, 154 toys. We just have to wait for... So, the toy factory would have created toys, but they would have been evaporated. Because there was no station that a toy loading train had arrived at.
So what, they just made them and then threw them into the lava?
Or the demon blood, yeah. Now, is there any plastic nearby then? Or...
There's one at
Or another toy factory. Or another battery factory.
Gindingville. another battery.
Well, I've read that as a sweat factory.
The battery one is one.
Just in case there's anything else we can hook up to this. We've got a good run from the toy factory up to the toy shop. So we should make the most of that, that's all.
There's a battery farm at Rondhead, which is southeast of the one that we're hooked up to, like on the coast.
Oh my god, on the coast. Oh, right, yeah. That's not too bad, I guess.
And then there's another one south of Carfing Hill City, which is south of Great Raffinbury.
Oh, yeah, I see it. That's not
And then
too bad
terms
either.
Plastic fountains. There aren't any really very nearby. There's one, if you go southeast along the coast from Runt Hill City, which is right in the southwest, then there's one in the middle of nowhere. And there's one at Gindingville, which is north of Runt Hill City.
So I notice along that line there is a candy floss forest and a sweet factory. I'm wondering if it's worth... It's only a short hop onto that line and then a short hop up there. I'm wondering if that would be worth doing. I think it might.
I think those are things that popped in since I last played, and
Yes.
I've been trying to label them as I've spotted them.
Okay, so...
There's another thing there, which is a sweet factory. There's another one.
Well, what I normally do is I normally go for the easy one first and then expand that.
I tell you what, I will highlight the plastic fountain as well, because I think it's that one. Oh no, that's fizzy drink. Oh god, there's so much...
I'm just so used to the normal resources, it just gets quite difficult to understand what's going on with a lot of these. But just because I'm so used to it, I mean, there's nothing fundamentally more
fountain.
complicated than this. It's just a little bit harder to make money, that's all.
So I've just signposted the plastic fountain that I think is closest to
Well, hang on.
us.
What I'm going to do is... So I'm going to come down on that side. But yeah, I would like to play Torchlight 2. I played it a little bit by myself, and I wasn't very impressed. But as ever, a lot of these games, it's very hard on an ARPG to sort of judge quickly if it's good or not. I mean, lots of people liked Diablo 3, but they didn't like the endgame, and then the endgame got very changed. Other people did like the endgame, but they disliked the getting there part. Because Diablo, you used to have to play all of the story game, and now you just don't have to do that anymore. You just literally start with the bounties, which I personally really like the bounties. Bounty.
Chocolate.
I miss dark bounties. The ones in the red.
I still do them.
Yeah, but they seem to be quite, for some reason, just much more difficult
Rare?
to get hold of, and I don't know why.
Weird.
I mean, speaking as a mother, dark chocolate is better.
You're weird.
Thank you.
Cool.
So we're going to come out of there and then down there, or we're going to come up there.
So on Promenade Hills, isn't there?
It's not too bad now because we've got much better trains. We have trains that aren't completely awful.
Really Bad shit, really. How on earth am I supposed to exit the tunnel there? All this stuff is bloody sideways and diagonal and bloody nightmarish.
Okay, so then we're going to come out from this sweet factory. And
No. Oh, I'm pressing on buttons here. Just get off. Oh, crap. I just want to stop.
so the sweet factory, we will drop sugar off. And get back sweets.
Which I don't think we could work out where they went.
Oh, sweets go to... Oh, wait. Well, I was assuming that Great Rothenburg... Oh, accepts plastic. Oh, do I have to take it to a sweet shop by any chance?
I don't know that there is a sweet shop, is there?
I don't know.
No.
Right.
If you look at the logistics for the sweets, I think it just terminates at sweets.
No, when you're making sweets, it has to go somewhere. Or you're not making them, it's just money. But if only I knew someone who was sad enough... No, damn it, Max, you sent me the Diablo 2 map, not the Transport Tycoon stuff.
I was saying Transport Tycoon stuff as well.
I'm not,
Yes.
not, on
Yes,
the,
I did.
not on the same day, unfortunately.
No. But sweets go to sweet factory. Sugar, toffee, and candy floss go to sweet factories, candy factories.
Yeah.
And then the sweets / candy go to town.
I mean, I don't want to disagree with you, but I can't make them do it.
Yes.
Like, Great Rothenburg Woods does not accept it.
Do houses buy their
I think you have to make
products?
sweets first for the towns to be able to accept them or something.
No,
like
I think they're the equivalent of goods. But like in this particular, if I make a lorry bay, it accepts mail, batteries, plastic, battery. Like I can't find anywhere where it accepts sweets. Let's do a Google. OTTD sweets. That won't confuse it. Sweets, brackets, candy. Yeah, thank you.
In case I didn't know what American was.
Flowchart for Toyland. Here we go. Sweets go to... Oh, wait. Sweets don't go anywhere. Oh, my goodness me. Are you serious? So in here it says sugar mine to a candy factory to candy to a town. Yeah, but it's not.
Yep.
It's a sweet factory. Or I think it's a sweet factory. It is a sweet factory. So that's been translated. How wonderful.
I wasn't wrong.
But
Train's stuck.
What train?
There's a snake in this boot.
No, it isn't.
The one delivering toys to the new.
It's not stuck. It's just not a very good route. There you go. Stuck, Andrew, indicates it's never going to manage to carry on again.
What?
Wasn't stuck.
Yes, take your implications and stick them.
We just had to
somewhere.
wait. It wasn't very good. I'll fix it. It wasn't stuck.
A stuck man. A stuck man, you say?
And
I'm not expecting that sign to come into play until it turns around.
it's fine.
Oh shit. Need to borrow lots more money to get these trains. I suppose that takes into consideration the fact they're doing long distance, I suppose.
Andy, stop watching me and go do something else.
I'm watching the train. But you can't fix it and then remove the sign as if it didn't happen.
There was nothing wrong. It's just...
There is something wrong. It won't turn that way.
What won't turn what way?
I'm just waiting to see if it happens, and then I won't say anything if it doesn't, and if it does, I'll point it
Before,
out.
like a child, if it does.
Something like that, yeah. So the reattempt on the rocket was at 10:30, was it?
Yes.
Well, that's the current estimate.
I believe so.
What do you think? Do you think you're going to land it, or do you think it's going to be another fireball?
Another fireball.
Well, I'm gonna go landing then. If Max is gonna go a fireball, I'll go a landing.
Fair enough. Wasn't far off
Right.
last time.
Video unavailable. This video is private.
Public plah.
Launch? What launch? There's no launch here today. Never was.
Where's the video? Can't see it. Didn't happen.
There are people that have been arguing that all of the landings are fake because they keep cutting out on the landing and stuff. You know, because obviously you're landing a spaceship next to an EM emitter. And it's weird. People going, oh, well, you know, it's fake. Look, they always cut away. And when it cuts back, the spaceship's landed. Like, yeah, but they've also not cut away a whole bunch of times. You can just watch them.
That sounds like effort.
Well, yeah, but, like...
You expect me to do research?
No, but if every single one had been blanked out, I might be, you know, it might be a little bit suspicious. Yeah, maybe, but it's not. It's been a few of them at most.
You've just updated the track, so no, it's lost.
No, it isn't. Yeah, take a right, then go straight, and then up there, and then along, and then down. Why is it telling me that it's lost?
What are you guys up to?
Where does it go from here? That track isn't two-way.
Oh, I was kind of assuming.
That's why the sign DJ Arca's messed up here existed.
But that's miles away, that sign.
Well, it was a compounding error.
I win. This is
You
nowhere.
can't just say I win.
This is nowhere near that sign. Shut your cake hole.
Oh, it's going back again.
I love it when you tell the train to. There is an option to disallow 90-degree turns. Brett, we're doing trains on Mars and talking about spaceships.
Are you talking about Kerbal again?
No, it's, you know, the spaceship. There's real spaceships going on.
Spaceships.
I want to know why the SpaceX video is now private. Does seem like a particularly odd thing to happen.
Maybe they decided they weren't going to launch it.
Yeah, but they have. They said they're doing it again. If even it was, you would just surely just show, you know, stock footage.
I mean, how long do they leave the? How far ahead do they put the feed on?
Oh god, hours and hours and hours. Just so people sit there and argue and just spam like you've never seen a channel spam. Like, I've just turned it off. Like it's just crazy. Like it's just a blur of text. It's absolutely just ridiculous. I don't know why you would even bother typing. Like, you can't read this. I'm really fast reader, and I'm just struggling to keep up there, and it's quiet at the moment. So people keep asking questions of stuff. And I don't know what's the point.
There is the point that it makes like an appearance of an audience. Like, you can't make up words, but you can see that people are excited.
Yeah, but I mean, from the audience's point of view, what's the point in typing anything in that channel? No one's ever going to read it.
You are participating. Kind of like if you clap when people are clapping.
But if I
want
clap,
to be part of it.
yeah, but if I clap, I mean, I'm really good at clapping. I mean, I've practiced my art, so you know, I will be making a difference. But here, it will just get lost in the noise.
Well, it's like talking in Twitch chat on a big screen.
When do we get Twitch plays SpaceX? Like, that would be.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Has the Twitch plays thing not gone again?
They do it occasionally, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let's have a look.
I haven't seen it since the Pokemon.
Keemstar was trying to get us to do one, and we're like, cool, we just need a game design.
A game what now?
It's like, just write a game. I'm like, yeah, but what?
Yeah, just fart. It's easier.
Well, the thing
That's
is,
like a book. All we need to be a story.
Yeah.
Twitch plays, there's actually a section of Twitch.
Is it?
So there's like a section full of channels that has different kinds of Twitch plays. So right now the top one is Twitch does Pixel art, and it's just
Cox
people in
Bruce.
chat making it. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. Right when the whole Twitch plays thing, I did a art-based one. And again, as ever, I go, hey, you know, go to Keemstar, like, right, we can do this. And he's like, oh, I don't know. Like, all right, cool then. You know, opportunity missed. You know, this does not last long, these sort of opportunities. So that's gone. But yeah, I had a QWOP game that played on Twitch, and it was a zebra versus a lion, but with QWOP style physics. So whoever...
What do you mean by QWOP? Co-op or QWOP?
No, QWOP.
No, what?
The game.
QWOP. Or
I
Clop.
have no idea what the fuck you're on about.
Oh, man, you've
I don't
never...
know what QWOP is.
No, I know what co-op is. I don't know what QWOP is.
QWOP. QWOP. Well,
QWOP.
go to QWOP. Oh, is it not QWOP.com?
I don't fucking know what you're on about.
I don't know if
Oh,
it's
that's
its
scam.
own website now, but
Yeah, it was a Flash game.
Alright.
Still is.
Maybe I
Flash is dead.
I was like, well, yeah, it's just this. We had to
Rip
download
Flash.
it. Somewhere.
Okay. So, Matt, have you got the stream up, Max, or shall I just
Nope.
link you? Well, bring the stream up because it's probably slightly easier.
Or my company goes to pot.
Yeah, well, you're making money.
Am I? I don't think I was making any money.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. That.
Amazing.
So the idea of QWOP is that you have to run, but it's all under physics.
the
I-
controls are
Right.
god awful.
Come on.
Mine is 0.1 meters.
Come on, sir. Come on, sir.
1.6.
The fuck? That's not the one I wanted.
Have you seen like the world records for what?
Yes, it's unbelievable how good people
It's
get.
insane.
Go on.
They must have like got a
Oh, I see.
neural
What the
network or something
fuck?
to learn that and just do it that way. Because there's no way that anyone has the patience to go that far.
I don't think you understand.
I have gotten sand.
But it was
Right.
Clop, I think.
Thighs, calves. Wow, that looks just
It's
nightmare.
absolutely Clop. That's it. It's absolutely. Oh, they haven't converted Clop across to Flash 5. That's a shame. But yeah, Clop is the same thing, only you do it with horses. A game that was it was team-based Clop. Sorry, but it was one team did a lion and the other team did a zebra, so you had to outrun one for the other, and with the same hilarious physics going on.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Mm.
Newfound Candy Floss. Candy Floss hopper. Again, I feel it should be a closed hopper.
You don't want bugs in your candy floss?
I don't want rain in my Candy Floss. Morbet said it's acidic rain on Mars, but I don't think it rains on Mars, I think, quite importantly, because that would indicate water.
Atmosphere.
No, we have atmosphere on Mars. There's definitely atmosphere.
Well, what is precipitation?
Why is there no pods
That's
there,
not
then?
what they're called.
I was waiting for that.
Sorry, had to squeeze it in there.
You didn't, did you? You didn't. You could have restrained yourself, but you did. You chose not to. And the world's
Could
a
have, but shouldn't have.
little bit of a worse place now.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't rain on Mars, but there is atmosphere. Hence why we have a helicopter on Mars right now. So that's in the next few days, isn't it? That's the helicopter flight. I forgot the name. It's got a really boring name, the helicopter, though, hasn't it?
Was that endurance or whatever it was?
Yeah, but like, don't get me wrong. I think it's an incredible piece of engineering. But the one thing it doesn't have is endurance. It runs for 30 days. That's it. Then they're abandoning it. It's mostly just an experiment. If it works, brilliant. If it doesn't work, oh well. Doesn't really matter. And I think it's the same thing for the SpaceX launch today. I don't think this is a... They don't care if it blows up. Blowing up is just an expensive way of learning.
Don't they have a load of other rockets currently in development anyway?
Who? SpaceX?
Like, yeah, aren't they like... I thought they were talking about SN16 at the last one, or something.
Maybe. They do. Because it's being mentioned the Glenn one earlier, which is a forthcoming rocket from NASA, but it carries such a heavy amount, no one really knows what it's for. Because they're like, nobody ever needs this much load. Well, not yet. We don't. Well, we have no possible purpose for it. Done it again, coming down on the right and going back on the left.
Nobody will need more than 64K of memory.
Ever.
Yeah, the difference is that computers are getting faster and bigger, but things aren't getting heavier.
What about your mother?
I am. Oh, cheap shot.
But yeah, that's the Amazon rocket, and they're struggling to get clearance from the FAA. I think it is.
Alexa, take off.
I thought you were going to say clearance from the ground.
Well, that's SN10 at the moment.
I don't know how many Saturn V's and shit just blew up with the launch pad. I don't know what the success ratio was. Oh, train 12 is lost. Train 12? Where are you going to, sir? You are going
I haven't named it, so I haven't seen it.
It's going to Fenningston's... Okay, that's cool. Oh, yeah. Signal's wrong way around. That'd do it. Oh, wait.
Of hiding the trees, but not hiding the cities and...
I think there's
Commerce
an individual set of toggles.
You can just toggle
Yeah.
toggle it all.
Yeah, I just
individually.
tab X every time I want it off or on.
Yeah, but like, I want to see the factories and things, but I don't want to see the trees. Because this map is so big that when you zoom out, it kind of all gets lost.
It's not brilliant, is it?
When
The
there's a
map
ship
can
with a-
show up the industries a little better.
The map is tiny though, isn't it?
Tiny.
I believe there is an option because Max mentioned it.
Yeah. You can just manually trigger it. I think it's Alt F1, something like that. Control F1, one of those ones.
Oh, yeah, Andy, hit the cog, top right, top left, the big cog, and then click transparency options. Seems obvious now I say it out loud, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oops.
That's a candy phosphorus.
Okay, train 12, she's on her way. SpaceX
Toot.
is not.
That doesn't really make it much easier to see things anyway.
I did have a look, by the way. There is a program called X Simulator, and they it's not what you think. They actually do RAM introspection to add motion support into games that don't have motion support by directly reading the variables, and it's usually slightly older games. But unfortunately, Wreckfest's not one of them, so it's somewhat annoyed at that.
Doesn't Windows 10 prevent that anyway?
No. How? You just
Well, by scrambling the memory location of the exe.
well, no, the memory locations are set. In managed
Hello.
code, hey Tad, in managed code a bit different.
Which company should I join?
Make your own.
You have two. Well, he's never played it before. I mean, you can make your own. You are totally welcome. Or you can join ack, or make your own one. When you go bust, then join ack on the basis you have learned. So this is
your password. Is it the 3-letter one?
It's the 8-letter one. Game pause. Connecting clients.
Got a fizzy drink factory.
It pauses you to connect me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So it sends you the state.
It sends you the file.
I mean, I don't know how old you are, Tab, but there's a distinct chance this game is older than you are.
Network game connection lost.
Spot the man whose internet isn't fast enough to connect to the game.
To download a file.
I don't think it's downloading a file. I mean, it might save it out to disk and transmit you the file, but that would be a particularly odd approach. Yeah, game pause, connecting clients.
It's only 900 kilobytes too. Like game or internet. Yep, done. Network game connection lost. Did I type in the password wrong? Is it
No,
capitalized?
It says you're
Have you
connecting.
got the downloadable content?
No,
Yeah, I already
because
got all
he
that.
wouldn't have got this far.
Hotkey for signs, by the
Does
way.
it pause you if I'm spectating?
Well, you still got to connect them. You've still got to download the maps in order to spectate. So yes, it will.
Yeah, but I don't want to pause it on you all if... Does that pause you?
It does because you're still downloading the map. It just means
Oh.
you're not joining a company. Have a quick Google about the timeout. If I can increase the timeout, well, once you're in, it's fine.
Yep, I get to about 290 kilobytes and then it boots me back out.
Ah, 4 hours for the launch.
4.
4.
I'm not
There's a
seeing.
forum post about this.
I'm not seeing that live then. I feel like that's enough of a breadcrumb trail.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised it times out at all. Like as long as you're getting it. Open TTD connection timeout. There we go. Connection timeout. Increase the timeout rate in OpenTTDconfig.log. Yeah, or don't tell me it's only in a config file. That would be so annoying. Our fix was to decrease the maximum size of the map. Right. Apparently, the OpenTTD config file lives in the documents folder. Oh, there. Yes, I do have the. Hang. So the timeout is. Huh?
Next time, join.
Oh, it's max.
Pause on join. You can
Max.
turn that to false.
I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, you've got. It says here max down.
underscore join underscore time.
It says here max join time 500. 500 what? It's not seconds, is it?
It can go up to
Milliseconds?
65, 535.
500 ticks. Brilliant.
I'm sure a tick is the same as Minecraft at a 20th of a second.
No, it's
Oh,
completely.
1/74th of a game day, 1/30th of a second. Close. 1/30th of a second rather than 1/20th.
So like if
And there's a time for download. Max underscore download underscore time.
Oh God! So I'm reading a forum post on why pause whilst connecting is on, and basically this post is from January 2012. But apparently clients can lag because there's too much data coming through and you never catch up. And I'm like, I don't think this is going to apply anymore. I wonder if I can flip that off. I mean, I've changed the numbers anyway. And I mean, what it's saying basically is that your computer won't be fast enough to catch up. And again in 2012, sure,
Maybe.
No.
but
Oh, internet. Why do you do this?
Why do you tease me so?
what I'll do in a second then is I'll restart the
Why
server
do you make my friends suffer?
with the settings changed.
Oh dear. I bought all the money I can and I still can't put more railway down to complete the lines. Damn you.
You bought all the money you can?
So
Yes.
I can buy shares in your company to give you money. Oh, I was going to say, or no, as long as I don't buy you all out, it's fine. I don't know if we can do that though.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's what happened to us. We just basically what happens if you go bust, make another company, and then buy it up. And then your second one will have so you should have a bigger loan and everything as well.
Yeah.
The trick is obviously to make sure you're making a profit.
I think I am, but I've been trying to transport
Well, let's have a look.
things for a very, very, very long distance.
Let's have a look. Yes, you're making a whacking great profit. You just have to basically not spend any. So this year
Okay.
you spent over 200,000 on construction. So skip that.
Yeah.
You lost 3,000 in train running. You lost 2,000 in property maintenance. You lost 8,000 in loan interest. That's about 15,000. But you made 22,000. So I am going to. I am just going to exit and restart. That will, with the settings changed, so the timeout's cranked up. I've also told it not to pause. So Tad can do whatever he likes, and we shouldn't affect us. We won't know.
Download to my heart's content.
Start server, load game.
I'm gonna drop out early tonight.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'll catch you later.
You can always join us tomorrow for Red Dead.
I don't own Red Dead.
Horsies.
You don't know, but it was £5. You should have got it then.
Yeah, I know. Meh.
That's well, we'll see you again soon. Either way.
Alright, catch you later.
Interestingly, Tad, I think. Hold on. So open TTD max bandwidth. I took several seconds to download that.
Ditto.
Yes, but I'm on a LAN.
Do you think it's limited?
I think it's limited. Yeah. Max.
There is a option for that. Max download. Oh, that's just max download time or max lag time.
Hang on. Here we go. Multiplayer map download speed.
Yeah, 1.2 kilobyte per second download or upload and 1.2 kilobyte per second download per client.
Right. It's because the game ticks 30 times a second, and it is limited to 16 kilobytes per tick. Good design, lads.
It's an assembly, I think you said?
No, it was originally in assembly. It's all in C now. At C++. And it's
Yeah.
not C. That would be terrible.
I see. Haha, I am wet.
Mm.
You're wet.
That's what
Should
I
get that
heard.
sorted out.
Wit.
Weird.
So let me know when one of you is about to join. So I want to see if it pauses. That means I know I've edited the config files correctly. Oh, no, it's pausing.
Game paused.
Yeah.
Downloading now.
Denied.
Yeah, I don't think it's changed then.
Game, why?
Game hates you.
But it didn't boot me out.
Well, not yet.
Oh, there it goes. 400. 400 kilobytes this time.
No, this should be right though. OpenTTD.cfg, last updated today. Oh, well, I did edit it to be fair. No, I've got a bunch of files edited when I ran the game. Oh, it set it back. Max download time 1000, max join time 500, max lag time. Do I have to set it in the game then? Settings. Network. No, there's no in-game settings for this. Okay, open TTD, max network download time is set. I'm not able to change this, it's automatically reset. Ah! Right, okay, so set max download time to... See, Max, what I would do now is I'd run a second copy of Transport Tycoon. I would join the game under a new company, and if you don't solve it, buy yourself up, and we will agree not to buy you up. Or,
Okay.
as I said, I mean, you are making profit.
Yeah, but not enough profit.
Well, no, 'cause I told you to stop spending, and you
I'm not
can't.
spending. I'm not. It's still going somewhere. I sold some track and it's still like, yeah, you've spent all the money. I'm like, where did it go? I didn't spend it on anything.
Well,
Upkeep or something. I
And
don't
you
know.
need to wait for them to arrive. Max,
Yeah.
Tad, try now.
Okay. All right. 200. 300.
Yeah, I can increase the number of bytes per
400.
frame as well. Oh, there you go.
Got about 450.
Max
Out of
download time. Error command not found. Okay. Set max download time. Current value is 5,000. Okay, cool. Let's set max join time to the same. And I'll
Still
also-
very slow.
I haven't changed. I say bytes per frame does mean I could probably just. And I have plenty of bandwidth.
Yeah.
Let me set bytes per frame to 64. So yeah, the download speed should be 8 times higher now.
Nice.
The Sugar Rescue Consortium.
Let's buy another
Here,
company.
Big map, big trains, big loans.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far this year you've only lost a little bit, but you're 10 grand in the red. But you should be out of that at the end of this year. Most of it though, if your train is like half full, send it now to get the money. All your trains are moving actually. That should be
Yeah,
alright.
but I can't complete the railway. So yeah, I'm fucked at the moment.
Right, Flossie is not set to... Oh, full load any cargo. Okay. Oh.
The point is the track. They're all one-to-one tracks. I'm trying to unfuck it, but I need money to unfuck it as well. So I'm
You've
like, oh,
you've
absolutely
fucked
screwed.
you've fucked Flossie. So Flossie carries candy floss and toffee.
Nope,
Yes, it does. This is
not
not.
supposed to.
Well, it does. That's why I said you fucked it. So you've used a commuter train and you've redone it. Now that's not necessarily bad, but you said to full load any cargo rather than full load all cargo, and she's leaving with just candy floss and no toffee on board. Yeah, you've done the same thing. You've used these. You've used passenger trains, like the locomotives.
There's a button to refit it.
Yeah.
I thought it would change all of the carriages that were.
No. That's
toffee
refit
for candy floss.
No, because they're not refittable. But so what you've
I
used.
understood that to mean it changed it for you.
Yeah, the locos are refittable, but the carriages aren't.
Okay.
So what you've done, you know the sprinter trains, the trains that are just locomotives, and they're like you've built those,
right?
And then you've filled the inside of them up with candy floss. So Flossie,
I still don't know how is it costing me money? Loan interest.
Yeah,
well, I would borrow £10,000.
Right, I would send Flossie home and get rid of and sell all of the toffee hoppers, unless you think toffee is in the list. I don't know if it is.
I'm still struggling to work out how to buy the company right this second.
Well, she hasn't gone bust yet. You have to wait for it to go bust. Then you can buy it. It will pop up. We will all say no except you.
Take over in that. I thought you could.
Yeah. You've got 2 copies of
it. Share, sell, join. Oh, I see.
You can just join in your own company unless you've changed the name. But you should be running 2 copies of the game right now.
I am, yes.
Cool, yeah. So, yeah. But if Flossie, if you sell all of Flossie's carriages, you're now in the black. You're making profit. Toffee Bits, I think. No, not Toffee Bits. Toffee Bits is about to arrive. Yeah, Sugar Supply is making you 17 grand a year. Sugar Supply's doing great.
Oh, cool. I'll buy some more carriages for that one then.
But yeah, no, send Flossie back. Swap Flossie's toffee hoppers for candy floss hoppers. Tad, did you join?
No, not yet. I was waiting for you to say if it was good or not.
Try now. I've increased the bandwidth speed by a factor of 8. Come on, Flossie, go faster. I'm watching you. Here he comes.
Still pauses you?
Yes, I haven't changed that one. I'm just trying to get you in. Like, it doesn't. If we change that, that won't help. You'll still get kicked out. We won't wait for you. But it should be. I've set the max bytes per frame to be 64, not 8. So it should be 8 times faster.
It's not enough to matter. It's not even a meg.
Yeah, it's still 8 times more.
There we go.
Yay.
So...
The 7.
This train needs to go in the bin, basically.
No. Just get rid of the the toffee hoppers, and put, say, 4 candy floss hoppers there instead. Yep, that good. And then send her on her way. So remember, if you need money, you can always just tell Sugar Supply to go now. It's not quite as efficient, but it means you get money now rather than in a year's time.
Yeah.
Toffee Bits is also doing excellently.
I don't think so.
Yeah?
That was not hooked up. How can it make any money?
Oh, right. I say it's it's barreling. But
that's the one I need the money for.
Yeah, but you can fix it. You only need to put 1 line of track down. Yeah, you've got to put 1 line, just like Toffee Bits is about to head towards the dead end.
Please don't.
Yeah, but you've got the money.
Yes, but that's not how it works.
Yeah, but
there are no lights, there are no signals. They're going to smash into each other.
So put 1 signal down.
I don't want to.
But you can make Toffee Bits go.
Toffee Bits is... Yeah, I'm fixing that in a sec. Watching this.
Ooh, this is a big map.
Slightly bigger than last time.
It's very large and unfortunately very sparse.
Well, if it was
Spartan?
dense wouldn't be good.
Sparse. There's stuff
but
everywhere.
what's the opposite of... Is there not a happy medium between these two?
This is not anywhere near as sparse as it can go. This is just...
Wow.
middling amounts of sparse.
Middling amounts are annoying. Yes.
But it does mean, although the train journeys are longer, you're far more likely to get a decent amount of thing. If you're not expecting toffee bits to do anything for a long time, by the way, stick it in a depot to stop costing you money. Because there's no running costs for trains that aren't moving.
Right. Finances. Oh, yeah, we're going down. That's not good. Broken down. Yeah, not surprised.
Yeah, all your money currently is on sugar. Sugar supply. What's it called? Sugar rush. Should call it sugar rush. How am I doing? Company stations. Henford transfer.
I read your Aberingstone mines wrong, and I thought it said asbestos mines. I'm like, what? What?
That would be terrible.
It would be.
Right. Where via Runt
Ooh,
Hill
a toffee
City.
quarry.
Yeah, don't ask me what goes where, because I haven't played the game enough to know.
I don't even know how to click on stuff to find out what it is.
The left mouse button.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, so let's make me a... Oh, wait. Wait, I just heard a very tiny voice talking.
Yes.
Wasn't me.
What?
Was it Brett? Brett, have you turned
No.
into an elf? Oh, okay, it's not
Oh,
Brett.
I wasn't talking.
So I just heard a tiny voice. I thought it was the YouTube videos I was... like SpaceX.
What's this? Bubble generator?
How else do you have bubbles? Bubbles, darling.
I'll give you bonus points. Tao, if you've been paying attention to the streams, and you can hit with a Dutch word for bubbles or fizzy. Can you tell me
Homo,
that?
I think.
Can you tell me that?
I remember you saying it, and I don't remember what
Okay.
it is now.
So-
It was quite amusing, though.
Can you tell me it or not?
Was it homo?
It wasn't. Is that a no?
No. That's a no. I don't remember.
Prick.
No homo.
Prick.
Oh.
With no C,
Toy
with just
factory.
P-R-I-K. Prick.
It's bubbles. Like, no, it really doesn't. But all right. Oh, the toffee. Wait, what the heck is that? It's on fire. Oh, fizzy drink factory. Hey, I know where the bubbles are for that.
Yeah, that's the only problem with this map. It's quite hard to find the
Materials.
no, yeah, the factories and stuff. Like, we have been struggling a little bit just to find the bloody things. What were the sugar people called in...
Oompa Loompas.
Close. Wreck-It Ralph.
Plastic film.
The candy people. Can't remember they had a name. But I'm going to call this
Those go to the toy factory.
the Oompa Loompa
Stupid
Deliverer. No, that doesn't fit.
Aw.
I love that film. Oh no, another child died. Oh well, let's start singing our rehearsed song.
None of them actually,
They didn't die. You're quite right, did they?
none of them especially died. They were just like, oh no, they've gone and done a stupid thing. Oh
You're,
well.
you're right. Sorry, I shall rephrase. Oh no, another child has met with an industrial accident.
There we go.
They weren't wearing the appropriate PPE. Oh my god, what's
They
happening
weren't
to
following
children?
all the warnings and safety labels. Placarding.
Yes, you fat bastards.
Missing in action.
What's with the train lights? Wow, they're like sparkly train lights.
Yes, they're
Oh, wow,
Martian
it
train
needs
lights.
batteries for the toys? Ugh.
Toys take so yeah. If you deliver
Welcome to being a parent.
if you deliver batteries to a toy factory, it will make toys. You can then deliver toys
Well, it
to a
needs
city.
plastic.
It requires battery or plastic, not both. These are
Oh,
not.
or?
These are not good toys. What? Why is the screen's full of A's? What's Andy done?
Are these toys made out of plastic and batteries for kids?
No, they're made out of plastic or batteries. That's my point. Not and.
Well, it doesn't ease my worries at all.
Oh, so I can just take bubbles, put it into a fizzy drink factory, and make
Yes.
fizzy drinks without the cola. Or
Bubbles, darling.
Yes, so you can make cola or fizzy drinks. Stop saying bubbles, darling. Yes, you don't need both. The game doesn't work like that. The game has no support for it needs A and B.
Same trans would work that you need all the components.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a major change to the way the base game worked, and they've not really done that. They've kept with the spirit of the original. Which is, impressive. Given how old the game is, it's amazing that that's even an option, really. Because I was saying the other day...
So you have to have it crappy because we have always had it crappy.
Well, I wouldn't say that's crappy.
You want that
just...
authentic pain.
Well, it's not. It's just. It was quite simple. And I was saying yesterday about how few games. I think it was 1998. Someone linked a whole bunch of games from, and how few of them had any depth at all or long-term gameplay. Like, really, didn't it? This is from 1990 something or other. 5. I'm just watching my Oompa Loompa Deliverer. Seems to be going well. With its 2 passengers. No, maybe not.
So it's important.
To finish your sentences? It is.
Well, I'm looking to see if I put the. Do I need 2 sets of tracks on a station for a supply? I don't think I do. Because
Okay.
it's just an in then back out, isn't it?
Let's have a look. Who are you? You are Drannington. Let me have a look at your shit. Some companies. Drannington Transports. Oh, you don't have any stations. Okay, I can't help you. You don't have any stations yet.
Yeah.
Well, build a
Yeah, I'm
station.
trying to build my first one,
So,
but I can't.
very
Not
important.
enough cash. I'm
Well-
in the red already.
But you've built something then. Railway lines?
When it first loads you into the game, it gives you landscaping tools, and I made a big mess
Right, don't do that. The landscaping is
because I clicked once trying to figure out how to move the map.
Yeah, landscaping is hugely expensive.
Oh, you can see it. It's up in the north of the map.
Can't see anything obvious in the north of the map. You
Well,
can
I took out a river, so,
well,
it's there somewhere.
There is a the 8th icon along. You can borrow some more money. You can borrow up to 750,000 because of the year.
Ooh.
That should be enough. Now the important thing is as Max learned, make sure everything's making a profit. Be it making a profit, you're fine. If it's not making a profit, you can end up on a downward spiral of death.
Getting bought out.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's right, Shaka. It's not death, it's fun. I'm trying to sell railway track to build railway track. This is stupid.
Are you that close at money again?
I could borrow some more, actually, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Let me try borrowing more.
You can. You've got 50,000 in your loan. But, as I said, you can also select your profitable train and say, go now. But Flossie is on her way. Flossie is hammering towards... Wow, you've built a long track. Holy moly.
Yep.
Flossie is hammering towards
Money. Lots of money.
Wentwell City. Oh, it's not having towards anything at all because you haven't connected up at the end.
Yeah, there's a minor detail there.
But you have a depot on the line. A depot counts as a signal. So trains will not leave a depot unless it's fine. If you do connect it up, they might not have time to get into it. But I don't think there's nothing else on Flossie's line that I can see at that end.
I'm trying to repurpose this bit at the end here into a loop, so I can use an up and a down. That makes more sense.
Yes. So see, sometimes that's fine, but you can't start with an up and a down. You start with one line with signals, and then put passing points, and then convert it into a 2-lane when the money is there.
Doesn't really work as effective railway, does it?
Well, it does, but that gives you the money coming in order to finish it off. Yeah, that looks good. Although Flossie is on the wrong direction. Poor Flossie. Flossie's on the right-hand lane.
Yeah, I need to fix that in a sec. Just going to make some notes here.
I'm just watching Flossie. She's all right. She's quite a way off. Wow, you really have done an insane train line.
Oh, yes. But I've got one of everything. Most pleased with myself. What we'll do is we'll do one of them.
Oh, Oompa Loompa Deliverer. What have you done? Got a whole bunch of stations here. Station platforms. And some of them are dead end, and most of them aren't. So it picked one of the ones that was a dead end. Oompa Loompa delivery do. There are a lot of passengers waiting for you.
There have been recently much Mars in the games. So humanity is kind of rearing up to conquer Mars, at least in the imagination.
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of that has been because Mars has been at its closest point. So we sent all of the ships there. We sent 3 different countries sent vehicles to Mars because it's the best time to do it. And then we won't do it again for blah, 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 blah years when it's the next best time again. And that billionaire, I don't know if you've seen that, he's doing a loop around the moon, 2023, and he's going to invite 7 people with him, and he's going to randomly select the people. So it's awesome.
Yep, I saw that. Thought that was really cool.
But that'll be the
I
first...
want to take an really incontinent old lady.
Not that random.
Where's the fun in that?
I think not taking the incontinent old woman with you would be the fun.
You know they've got a good time, don't you? Yes. We
But yeah,
avoid the incontinent old women.
Basically, you have to apply and say why he should take you. The weird thing was he was initially going to do it, so he was looking for a new girlfriend to take with him, and then he realised that perhaps people would apply who weren't entirely interested in being his girlfriend, but were interested in a trip to the moon. Oh, they are calling it a trip to the moon, but that's not fair. It's more of a trip around the moon.
Closest you'll ever get to it.
Well, probably, yeah. Why are you not full of... Runt Hill City Woods. Oh, damn. Full
So is
of...
there going to be some analog to the Mile High Club concerning such flights?
The next tier of Mile High.
What would it be called? The Outer Space Club?
Wouldn't be inner space.
Has anyone had sex on the ISS? NASA says no.
A husband and wife is gone. A husband and wife have wound up on it.
Oh,
So I think they're lying.
it's not actually possible to have sex in 0 G. It's incredibly difficult because it's almost impossible to get a boner because your blood has nothing to push against. You could do it, but you need some vague artificial gravity. So your blood needs to flow in one direction, so then the vesicles can push against it. I'm not going to
What happens
Google.
when you get... Sorry, I'm confused because most nights men get boners. So how does
Yeah.
that work?
Because we're on Earth, Max, so gravity
Yeah.
pulls the blood towards your feet,
Have gravity.
and the heart can pump against it, and that means that you've got a huge force that you're using the weight of your opponent against them. Think of it along those lines. But when you've got no gravity, you've got nothing for your vesicles to push against. You're relying on at any given moment in your body, half your blood being dropped by gravity and half your blood fighting against gravity. So you've got a like a lift, with a lift system with the counterweights and stuff. It's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it makes
Balances it.
But yeah, humans do weird things in 0 gravity. Nothing really works properly. Apparently your sense of taste just goes because saliva doesn't pool away properly. So you end up eating stronger and stronger and stronger foods. So I saw a fantastic talk in Leeds by one of the British astronauts. And she says the first thing you get when you hit on the ISS is the most incredible smell of garlic and onion. Because she said the Russians had just been eating stronger and stronger and stronger foods to try and taste anything, to try and overcome it. Then, of course, she comes on and her taste buds work for the first day, week, month, however long. So initially, her head's just blown off by the food. It's like, I can't eat this. But, you become your taste buds stop working as well as they did. And all the blood pulls you out. So you end up with this very, very flush. Your trains are about to... Oh, my God!
Hey!
Yeah, I was
Fantastic.
I was just watching them.
I was trying to get the lights down.
Yeah. Any signal anywhere would have been all right, or
There
not.
were signals. There were signals ahead of them. I just joined the tracks up and I shouldn't have. But
Yeah.
I don't know why it's going back up that line. That line is the... Yeah, I don't know. I don't care.
Well, if you can clone
This
them,
game hates me.
well, I don't think you blame anyone apart from yourself there.
Yeah.
No,
How do I make a train?
I'm always
I know what, sorry.
build a depot.
Help!
I'm always
build-
super paranoid though about
I'm gonna
blowing
skip
up
video.
trains because it's so easy to screw them up. So I'm always super careful. Joining up stations, deleting lights, always very paranoid. Tad, in answer to your question, you create a train from a depot, which should be attached to your train network somehow.
Yes, I have made a train.
Good. Now click on it.
Now what? Okay, it says stopped.
Click on the go-to order. What
Too few orders to schedule.
Yeah.
Go tell it to go somewhere first.
Now give it some orders.
Oh, end of orders.
Let's have a look. Drannington.
Orderless. Click on an order to highlight it.
Yeah, so now click on go to. Click on one end of the line and click on go to and click on the other end of the line. What are you transporting to where?
Bubbles to a fizzy. Yeah.
So you're transporting bubbles from
go to.
Sonbra Bay Mines, at a guess? Oh, the other thing.
That's the one?
Always
Yes.
make your platforms...
It's the really shitty track.
Always make your platforms 7 long. Other thing, your depot isn't attached to your railway track.
Oh.
Allow me to
Yeah.
allow me to
Well,
join
that
you.
would be why it's throwing a fit.
No, it's because you haven't given any orders. Allow me just to.
Oh, please.
There we go.
Oh,
There we go.
that's the way it faces? What?
Yes. So, click on the go to, click on the train, click on the X arrow Y button, then click on go to, and then click on Sunborough Bay Mines.
X arrow one.
So if you click on the train in the depot, it pops up a dialog box called Train 1.
Oh, okay.
Then click on the
Yes.
little XY to bring up the orders window. Yeah.
X, Y.
So on on Train 1, you've got
In the train depot?
you've got no. Click on Train 1 in the train depot to pop up a dialog box called Train 1. Yes. No.
Orders.
Yes, no.
Train 1 orders.
Ah, he's managed it. Okay. Now click on go to, and then click on Sunborough Bay Mines.
Go to. The only button you can push. Is there a specific way I need to click on it?
There's
Oh,
a Masonic handshake.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, it has to click on the depot. Got
And
it.
then-
Not the mines itself.
No, you click on the depot. You click on the mines, and then scroll with the right mouse button all the way to the other end to Learning Head Woods.
Yeah.
And then click on go to, and then click on there. Cool. Now one more
Correct.
thing. Click on go to Sombra Bay Mines, and then click on full load any cargo.
Oh,
Wait, hold
full
on.
load any cargo.
Full load any cargo. Yeah. I will later on discuss you what the hell you've done with Tanbridge at a later date. And then click on stopped to go.
Non-stop. Oh.
No. Stopped. Don't click on anything else. So wait. In the orders menu, click on Sonborough Bay Mines and click on full load any cargo. No. That was...
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You also clicked on something else. I saw you. You said
I
near
did
end.
not. I don't know what made
Okay.
it say near end. I don't
You
know what
did.
did that.
Okay, so close the orders dialog.
Nope.
No. Close the orders dialog.
Closed.
And then click on stopped. I've just paid off your loan as well. So you're not spending too much. Hooray!
nice.
The train's going.
Thank you. It is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Now, things you've done wrong. 1, always make your stations 7 long. Never any other length. 2, always make your trains 6.5 long. So later on, you'll upgrade to a double-ended train. Double-ended train.
All right.
Cool. I should now go back to my own company and see how I'm doing. I have... New Flarningville has a lot of plastic, apparently.
Oh, you paid off my loan. I now have only $6,000 dues.
Yeah, it's just... insurance is not the right word, is it? Interest is quite a bitch. As I discovered many years ago, after I bought some
Oh, it
hi-fi,
is.
hi-fi equipment, and I was paying slightly... I was paying basically the interest, because that's what they wanted me to pay, and I wasn't paying any attention at that point in my life. And after a year, I realised that I then owed them more money than when I started. And I was like, oh, right, oh, see. Bastards.
That's how it works.
Did you mean a typical soldier buying a Ford Mustang at 28% APR?
Ouch.
Yeah.
That happens every single day. Or damn near it.
Well, last time I bought...
28%. That means in 4 years you'll owe more than
Yes.
the car cost.
Yep.
Yes.
So I bought a car from a
Yes.
car dealer a number of years ago, and I believe the car was £28,000. Maybe in 28, about let's say 30,000 for sake of argument. And they said to me, "Oh, do you want to? You know, we can offer you interest-free credit. No, we can offer you credit, not interest-free credit." And I'm like, no, it's good. I can buy for it. They're like, "Oh well, Now, obviously, they get a kickback from the loan company. So it's in their interest to sell you the interest, to sell you the credit. They're like, oh, well, you know, you can pay it off over this many years. I'm like, that's fine. They said, I'll just leave you with the paperwork. And I'm good at maths. And I just went, that's an extra £15,000 on top of my £30,000 car. Here is the money. You can have all the money now. I will buy it outright in one go. So it's a weird thing. If you've got money, you can save money. Because if I couldn't afford that, I would have had to pay the extra money. It's like a mobile phone. If you can afford it, certainly in the UK, buy your phone outright. It's a whole bunch more upfront cost, but you will much cheaper in the long run. Same thing with electric cars. Much bigger upfront costs, but much lower running costs. But you do need to be able to splash out an extra 15 grand more on your vehicle, or whatever it is. It's not so much that.
That's kind of what my family did with mobile phones. We all did ours under the same plan to get a discount. We all did it buying outright. So we basically just bought like 4 phones between us outright and saved like a shitload of money.
Yes.
Well, just might as well get 4 SIM plans.
Yeah.
The buying of all that was cheaper, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, my phone, phones, it's weird. People going, oh, phones shouldn't cost that much. Like, phones are state-of-the-art radio transmission equipment with the highest level of
transceivers,
miniaturization and tech on the planet. Of course, they're bloody expensive.
And there's Apple.
Well, Apple aren't the most expensive.
It's a quality product. Let's put extra 0 on the end.
But no. You see that's the thing. Apple don't even have by far the most expensive phones on the market. Samsung Galaxy makes iPhones look cheap, and they're not as fast. It's
iPhones aren't actually that bad.
No, they are pretty good. If you're buying a Huawei or something like that, I mean, it's cheap as chips. But yeah, Apple have this weird reputation for being massively overpriced, and not as good. And we were at one of the Insomnias, and I had my iPad, and I was playing a first-person shooter on it. And a friend of mine, he says, I've got that game on my Galaxy. I'm like, oh, brilliant! Let's play it. We can play it networked. So we played it networked, and I'm not joking. My iPad did double the FPS of his Samsung, and my one would have been about 400 or 500 quid less to buy. And we're like, this isn't as Max said. That's your immediate reaction is, Apple's really expensive, but it's like, wow, this is not the case and is not what I expected at all.
Yeah, I think a lot of that reputation came from the whole thing that happened with was it the monitor stand that was like £500 or something ridiculous?
Yeah, I mean, some of it is designer tosh, but Apple phones are as mainstream as you can get. They are a desirable mid to high level phone, and I mean, the iPhone X. I don't know who the hell is spending 1,200 quid on a phone. I mean, bloody hell. When I do. But people who, are some people, that is where you spend your money. Certainly if you're a young'un, and you haven't got a car or anything like that, that would be what you would do. It's a lot easier to show off a car or a fancy watch than a phone or a fancy watch than a car as well. Right, I used to fix my trains.
Right, since I'm going to be waiting for my money, which I think I'm screwed on.
No, you've still got £500,000 worth of loans, Tad. Let's look at your finances. You are making quite substantial profit. Now, obviously, if you spend money on building things, that won't last so long.
Oh, what? My train has done absolutely loads and loads of mileage, broke down in the station. Going to the end of the station. I'm like, damn it.
Candy factory.
So, Tad, another good rule of thumb is as long as you have one train per platform, it's easy. When you have more than one train per platform, that's when life starts to get a wee bit trixier.
No, thank you.
So you've got,
I already get that.
So you've got one train, and it's doing all right. Now let's look at Larn. Is it Larning Head Miner? That's Max's. Trains.
Larning Head Woods.
So Sombra Bay Mine still has a lot of bubbles waiting. So let me just fix your station number tracks 1, platform length, so that you've done it 3. So it should be, as it shift or control? It is control. There we go. So I've just made your train station a bit longer at that end, and then I'll make it a bit longer.
Thank you.
Larning headwards. So that's okay. There's also no point in building multiple stations there. So have you actually sent anything to Tanbridge Woods yet, or is that just still a future station?
I just built it and I made it dual track, one to go to town and one for this
Yeah.
cotton candy.
Okay, so
to go a
don't
different.
so don't do that. What you want to do?
Really?
Yeah. So what you want to do is you don't want more stations than you need. So hopefully, I'm going to look silly now. Bubbles, cola. Hang on, I might have just. That's all right. Hang on. What we'll do is what we'll do is see your other station. We'll make that one bigger. So you're better off with less bigger stations where possible. Wow, stations are expensive. So there you go. You've now got a bigger Larning Headwards.
But I can't get the cotton candy out of that, can I?
Well, what we will do with there is you can not.
I'm still looking for a factory to send it to. Don't bother with it yet.
Supplies, candy floss, and fizzy drinks. There we go. There you go. I've just connected it up via. It's slightly
Sweet
confusing, but
factory.
it works okay.
Yes.
There you go. So you've now got Larning Headwoods, which also covers your Bubbles factory. But if you want more money, your train is struggling. So your train only has 2 carriages, and it's just left the station, and there are still 435 bubbles at the station.
Bubbles.
My bubbles.
What's that
So
called?
do I need to go to the depot and
Yeah, well, wait for it to drop its goods off.
expand the train that's
Send
there?
it to the depot.
Oh, okay.
Expand the train. Yeah. I'm just gonna go grab a drink. I'm trying to. I do wish you had to build proper sized depots. A massive train has just broken down
Yeah.
halfway inside the depot. Very silly. Right, I'm gonna get a drink. So I'll be back in a moment. I'm fine.
Fun. Interesting game. I will give City Skylines props for the way it does its trains.
What's the good property on them?
They feel simpler.
It's a game about city building and not transportation.
Yeah. Okay.
I do have a question. It's not transport related. How are you still feeling about Red Dead? Are you happy to continue playing it? Something we'd like to try and achieve and do, or if we kind of reached all it's got? And I guess we haven't tried a lot of the job equivalents, but they're pretty much all shoot things.
I
Sadly.
don't enjoy it as much as GTA.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
I said I enjoy Red Dead a lot more than I thought I would. I really thought it was going to be a very poor second cousin to GTA, but I have very much enjoyed it. And as I said, much like a shower. Before you have your shower, you're like, oh, and when you're in, you're like, oh, lovely. I never want to leave.
Change my
So
mailing address.
yeah. So when I'm playing Red Dead, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. When I'm not playing it, I'm kind of like,
the way I have to.
Yeah, but it's odd. But my problem with it is it doesn't really have enough variety. I mean, I love the setting, the atmosphere. I have fun doing it, but we pretty much go to a place, kill people, or go to a place and steal a wagon. And sometimes we have to click both sticks in order to follow a smell trail before we kill someone or steal the wagon. Train 1 is ready to be upgraded, by the way, Tad.
I think I'm
Yeah,
a bit
I'm trying
saturated
to figure out what buttons I need to push.
on Red Dead.
Well, I mean, if there was something, say this is why like Valheim is good, because we can say, right, this episode we're just going to build a massive lighthouse, go off and get loads of rock and stone. You know, we could do things in it, but in Red Dead there's not really any such thing. So Tad, one of the middle icons is trains. So you click on that one, it'll bring up all your trains. So it's a quick way of finding them. And then click on train 1, and it will pop up the train 1 dialogue.
Okay, train. Okay.
And then in the middle of the train 1 dialogue is the the depot. So then click on the depot, and you should see the train.
Yeah.
Okay. Then click on
Click new vehicles.
New vehicles. Scroll down to bubble van.
Bubbles.
I would say put 3 more bubble vans on and see how it goes. One.
Bye.
That's 1.
Ooh, not enough cash.
Borrow some more.
Borrow. Alright. And then bubble. And then 5 and all? Alright.
Yeah. Let's see how 5 does. That's a train length of 3. And then just hit go. Well, where it says stop, click on stop. But yeah, I mean, I've been also enjoying Wreckfest an awful lot more than I thought I would. The driving is fantastic. It's really very funny.
It's slick.
And the more players, the better. And it's 5 years old, so stuff like loading times and frame rate is fantastic. I'm really hoping. So as I said, I think Brett's number 3 at Rockstar. I've poked him about the performance issue that someone found in GTA. So someone basically reduced the loading time by 70% by hacking the game. And they're like, nah. So I have poked one of the people at Rockstar going, in case you haven't, and I'm sure you have, in case you haven't, just want to maybe think about that, because that would be nice.
Optimize this shit.
Well, it's weird. So what's happened? It's very obvious what's
I'll
happened.
send it to you.
Well, no, what's happened is it worked fine when
It was about the number of items in the game or something, wasn't
yeah,
it?
it worked fine when it was 1,000, but it's an exponential growth. There's now 65,000 items in this JSON. So what's happened is it was all right, and then it would have been and then it's kind of hit a tipping point of collapsing. But I hope they update that. I love GTA, I really do, but that loading it's weird. It's sometimes it's fine. So I think there's something a little bit more to it than simply the issues that were listed. But it would be very.
How did you?
Huh? What?
How did you do that with the depot exit? It does that Y connection. How do you do that?
I'm not sure what you mean.
You've got a choice of orientation, and then you just dump it down next to some track, and it sorts itself out.
Oh, there it is.
Are you asking why the depot was the wrong orientation, or how I built the nice track?
How you built the nice track.
Well, are you by the depot still? Yeah.
I'm building a new depot.
All right. Are you by the depot? Was my question. Where are you? Where's your camera?
Next to Barning Head Woods.
Okay. So let me just build.
I'm at the other
so
depot now.
Right. So which depot are you at then? Sonbra Bay Mines.
Yes.
Okay. So notice what I've just built over there, just slightly above it. So you have to bear in mind that there are 2. You can build a piece of track in the middle that way, or a piece of track in the middle that way. But if it's a horizontal or a vertical, there are 2 locations within the tile for it,
Okay.
which is not immediately obvious when you first start playing the game.
No. No.
I tidied up all your
I've-
messes. Now, on your train dialogue, so at the very top of your train dialogue, there's a little pin, so you can pin it to your screen permanently, which is a lovely feature. Underneath that is a view, and then the depot. And underneath that, do you see the button of a signal with a red light through it? This question is for
Yes.
Tad. Don't click on it. Never,
Okay.
ever
I
click on
read
that.
it and I was like, that's the forbidden button. I
Yeah.
saw it and I was like, yep, I know
Yeah.
what button that is.
I mean, I've been playing this game since I was 15 or 16. A child, and I
Man and,
Blues-
you're playing it man and boy.
well, I blew something up last time we played it, but I was like, yeah, it's
You
oh no. And there's nothing you can do apart from watch 2 trains just bump into each
Collide.
other, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
man.
This is horrible.
Yes, I saw that. And you were like, I may have made a mistake.
It's just sweet and boo boo.
Je suis deux boo boo.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
that's an
even
expensive
worse.
train.
I'm learning about bus groups. They seem to be quite nice. Having all the buses in one city in one group, and it increases organization very nicely.
Oh. Propellant loading, apparently. Oh, wow. The quality. Holy moly.
Bad or good?
4K. Oh. Yeah,
Crazy.
4K. I'm only at 1440, but yeah, I can see all the crinkles on the spaceship. I can read the text on the... wow, that is something else.
I love those crinkles.
Oh wait, I don't want bubbles. Oh crap.
Apparently, we are... Wow, that is a camera and a half. That is a...
I'm sure they have the money for it, to be fair.
Well, this is Lab Padre. It's a 4K cam. That is lovely.
Going.
What was it you said? Oh no, bubbles tab.
Oh, there it is. There it is. No, I figured it out.
Okay.
I'm smart.
So remember,
Big brain.
when you are loading, you should always full load. There's very few exceptions where you do not want to full load. There are some, but they are not the regular one.
They're not rule, they're the exception.
Okay, start replacing. Start replacing. But yeah, train crashes aside, this is a nice, relaxing game. I like just... I don't know if you guys actually looked at the stream, but I have like 30 trains up on my screen, all pinned, so I can just watch them. And if one's paused, I can go, And I kind of just like sitting back, just sort of watching my trains. I'd love a VR version of this, where each of these trains could be a floating window, so I could just sit, just trains all around me.
Amazing.
Now, how do I set up
I
a
need more money. Do we
transportation?
get these
or
750,000 the maximum ever, or does that limit go up at some point?
It goes up based on the year.
Do you know when it next increments?
No.
Uh,
Sorry,
Let's try.
Tad, what's your question?
How do I set up its... Oh, there it is. It's orders. There's the one I want.
So where are you taking those cola?
To the town.
Why are you doing
Her
that?
Tanbridge.
Okay, so click on
Exactly.
so click on Tanbridge. What does
Oh,
Tan-
it only accepts passengers and mail.
What?
I got it.
Yeah. I don't know what accepts cola.
I do. Fizzy Drink Factory.
Well, those make it, but they don't take it.
If only
Nope.
if only we
Cola
ha-
wells to make cola, which goes to fizzy drink factories. Bubbles go to fizzy drink factories, then you get fizzy cola.
where
That's
did
logic.
where do we take fizzy drinks to?
Town.
Not
That's what I
that.
thought, but the town I've built to
I think
only accepts.
yeah. Oh wait, this train. Oh yeah, I don't think that. Not that I don't think that's true. I think it's broken. None of these accept anything other than passengers and mail. So I think I think this is bugged in some way.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
Oh no.
that's actually really.
no.
That's
Well,
actually,
it could just be that the very low frequency of visitors might nobble it.
no.
Some of my platforms are saying they aren't
No,
texting.
so I'm going.
Not
I'm
producing
going.
things I want.
I'm going to Runt Hill, which is a huge city. I've just built a massive station. I could build it in the middle. I'm pretending accepts passengers and mail, supplies passengers and mail. I think because I am running a mod to give us Martian cities. Yeah, OpenGFX Mars houses. It's just not working.
Mars houses don't eat candy.
Maybe. Yeah, that's annoying. Yes, we can't deliver the last part of any of the systems. It might be that turns up later on. It's more likely the Mars OpenGFX set has broken it, and I don't think I can turn those off during the game. So that's annoying. Oh, lesson learned.
So, the only way we make money is by delivering to the factories?
No.
And transporting passengers and mail?
Yes, you can't do the last leg of any of the systems, basically. Annoyingly. But I did wonder why all of the towns they're all the same building. Yeah, 4/8 of a passenger.
Turned off.
Yeah, but they're all there. But I mean, if I'm just looking at all of these as 6/8 passengers and mail, like everything, it hasn't built any amenities. Yeah, that's
No stores or shops there.
okay.
Oh
Let's
no.
Open GFX Mars houses, no toys.
You left your tracks here. Coffee quarry.
Unrelated to any of this, I've got spectacular burn-in on my monitor, by the way. And I'll take a photo of it.
Oh no.
And if any of you can work out
Oh no.
what is burned in.
Is it the UI from Dungeon Defenders?
No. but close. Yeah, let me bring that up on the stream. And if anyone needs a hint, so can you see the burn-in there in the top right? Anyone have a guess what that is?
Still oh.
Is it like fingerprint marks? Is it the placement of them?
No, it's definitely burning. I can give you a clue if anyone needs a clue.
That would be some kind of character icons. It
Well,
reminds
it's
me of
Xbox,
Supreme
isn't it?
Commander, so UI.
No, you're all wrong. I'll give you a first clue. It's in the top.
Discord
It's
servers.
Discord servers.
Amazing.
I might actually tweet them about that.
Or turn your brightness
I
down.
never figured out how to get that overlay working, so I don't think
No,
I'll
it's not
ever
the
get
it's
that
not the
problem.
overlay. It's not the overlay.
Yeah,
I have a
server
monitor.
icons.
I have a monitor that runs Discord.
Only.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should tweet them that then. Just for the lulz. See what they say.
That's quite funny.
Because the Discord guy's pretty funny.
Yeah. So basically, if I minimize Discord, I can see the icons by. But I mean, I've got Discord up pretty much the whole day on that screen because that's obviously what I do. But they don't. They need to animate them or cycle them or something because it will probably be okay if I don't draw that for a few days.
I mean, do you have a screensaver on that machine? Like overnight?
Well, yeah, I don't leave the machine on. I don't leave the screen on overnight, but I.
So it's just 8 hours a day. It's burnt in.
Yes, because I'm not drawing anything else on that screen. Like when I'm streaming, it shows Discord. When I'm working, it shows Discord.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So this Mars theme, it's quite nice, but it's not the assets we've got.
The arts.
The art assets. Because this is the set, I think, but this has got some really nice terrain, and it's got these different rails things. But I was just seeing if anyone was complaining that it doesn't work.
Well, you were saying that the regular Toyland stuff blew out your eyes.
You have no idea what stuff does to normal human eyes. It's the worst thing. It's unbelievable.
Daft question. How bright do you have your monitor set?
Yeah, bright.
I mean, I've got
bright.
mine's on 50% and 50% contrast.
Well, yeah, but it's bright. The problem is that it's always there. That's its problem, really. Unfortunately, and also with the Discord servers, they are white things on a black background, so they they will suffer because it is the maximum amount of color change. So what I can do is I can run a screen fixer which just cycles through. Oh, that's spectacular.
Well, I just changed all.
It just cycles through
Burnt
colors.
in though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not permanent burn usually. Usually you can fix it by just making it solve all the colors. So
I'll just turn it off.
no, turn it. You need to run current through it. I don't know if you can actually see that. Oh, wait, my webcam's not working
what?
still. No, I've just linked it. I've just linked it. For some reason my webcam's not working. But yeah, essentially I need to run that for a couple of hours whilst I can't see it. I was going to turn it off and let it run. That won't work, will it? I'm not a smart man. Yeah, what I'll probably do is leave that running for a couple of hours while I'm in the shower tomorrow. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Do we?
Better believe it, baby.
So it always surprised me that arcade machines had so much screen burn. After a few years, you think they go, you know what? Let's not print the words game over or insert coin here all the time. Oh, it's an old monitor, so it's not. I don't want to replace it because this was a hugely expensive monitor. And it's a HP. Oh wow! Oh, that is beautiful. Yeah, T-minus 5 minutes on the launch. I don't even know which stream to watch. They're all so beautiful.
Ooh.
The SpaceX one probably the best though. Damn.
Well, I would hope so.
Yes, the Nerdle cam is going to be over. That's probably it on top of there. So what are you doing? We're going up to 10 kilometers, flipping around and coming back down. It boggles my mind, by the way, how quick that is. So up 10 kilometers, back down, takes about 5 minutes or something. It's just incredible. Well, we'll come back in about 4 minutes. If we've realised that we have, due to that mod, that we're screwed on this, I'm happy to not. Yeah, we'll start again. Yeah, we can always start in 1970. We could say what we're actually going to do is play from 2300 to 2400. Right? We can set it up however we want. We can do Toyland. I'm not sure my eyes will take it. So yeah, there are a huge number of options, and my God, so many mods. There are thousands upon thousands of mods for this. But it'll be interesting to see what happens because, of course, it comes out on Steam next month, which is It's odd, really. Like, given how easy it is to get stuff
Which
on
means
Steam.
there's going to be a lot more servers.
Have you seen how many servers there are for this?
Yeah. Which means there's going to be even more.
Why is
So
it T
Vive-
minus, by the way?
Team
So
out
negative
time.
countdown.
T is for
Yeah,
launch.
why do you say minus? I don't...
Because T.
Because on mission is plus.
Yeah. What he said.
Oh, okay, that's true. Okay, that makes sense.
Also, it sounds cool.
His words.
That does, yeah.
And traditional. Put the sweet factory here. Sign be gone.
Bitch be gone.
Okay. My transfer station is beginning to struggle now, as is Grunt Hill City. Okay, sciencing the shit out of it. 1, 2, and 3.
I sold loads of track trying to make some money.
So I mentioned this before. I'd like a VR game where I'm playing it with like hundreds of little screens, and I'd love a VR game where I'm playing it and I've got screens and other people are playing a game and they rely on the VR player helping them. So imagine a train game where I'm playing it from this view and you guys are driving the trains, only you don't know what directions to take. So you're like, what should my route be? And I'll have to look ahead and say, oh, take a left and a right, and I go straight on. I'd really like that sort of asynchronous, asymmetric co-op, by the way. But I've never come up with a game that's not, it's Nightmare. And like, oh, yeah, okay.
When I was playing Rainbow Six, I thought that the tactical maps in the start would like plan out the AI things for it. And for games like Overwatch, I thought that there could be room for one person to just be a communicator and not have a gun.
Yes, I mean, Natural Selection kind of had that. The problem is, of course, I can't even possibly think about doing something that's like Rainbow Six, but yeah, no.
I think in Natural Selection the player is busy building buildings.
There's a
rather
commander.
than,
There is a commander mode
communicating.
where you get to see an overview of the building, and you do get to tell people what to do.
Are you watching the launch?
I am, which I don't know whether to watch the 4K camera, which is beautiful, or the official SpaceX one, which is particularly moody.
Oh, I didn't realise there was an official SpaceX one.
Yes, SpaceX
There-
one's now up. YouTube.com/.
Why wasn't it up? Why wasn't it up there?
It was, but it was private to me for reasons I didn't work out.
It was private to what, sorry?
To me, like it just said, this video is private. I don't know whether it was a country-based thing or what. T-35. This is like, it's a weird, like, it's like a super expensive kite. Go up, mess around, come down, and if you break it, well...
I've got to make another one.
How much are these worth again?
Kite is externally powered.
A lot.
How much does SN10 cost?
Here we go.
Yo, 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 yo.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put one stream on one and on the other.
I'm just watching both, yeah.
I do watch more, but I've got the...
Oh, it's got further than last time.
Well, you say that, but the Nerdlecam one is still on the ground.
Camera shake though.
That's amazing. They can track that. It's just unbelievable. They think they run a post-process smooth on it.
See, certain people could have said that looks fake because the flame does look kind of funky.
Oh, it looks...
Which
Yeah.
I find quite amusing.
When I first got my first drone, that was my first thought, which was, it looks fake. It genuinely... A drone just hovers there. I had one at a LAN party once, and basically I flew it up on a balcony, and then a guy got lift, and then he just saw a drone float up to head height, and the elevator door shut, so I plummeted it 5 stories. So when the elevator doors open, there's just this thing looking like it's escaped out of Terminator hovering there. That
Just
looks...
look at the plume. It almost looks like there's interference patterns in the sort of the waves of the plume.
That looks completely fake. It looks terrible. Like, if you were going to fake it, you
Yeah.
wouldn't make it look that bad.
3 out of 10
Yeah.
special effects. Looks like it's made of cardboard.
Which is hilarious.
Painted with silver paint.
They've done a very poor job of the overlay, because I don't know how high up we are here.
The SpaceX camera is really steady.
Yeah. Oh, the camera's great, but just no overlay, which is a shame.
Oh, you mean like showing the
Velocity
the
and things.
max Q and all
Yeah.
that? Well,
The Nerdle one's lost it entirely. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, it's just...
those birds are high.
It's just amazing. Like, the second cam's kicked in, we can see the ground.
Are you watching NASAspaceflight.com?
I am not. What you should I watch that one as well?
Well, I'm watching that one and
Lab
SpaceX.
Padre's camera is absolutely incredible.
The SpaceX one's pretty freaking great.
And it's the Nerdle. Sorry, Lab Padre's 4K.
But over there to clarify that something's intentional. People will be like panicking like shit.
It's a bit of sort of trapped gas you get at this point, isn't it? That ignites. It looks like a disaster for a second or two.
Backfiring.
Are they on two?
One of the engines hasn't fired. But they're two different colours. Look. Is that like a gentle burn and a harder burn?
Oh, you say it hasn't fired, isn't it? Because they're heading into the hover stage, so they go on two intentionally.
I don't know. It's so clever.
Well, they sort of they slow down, they hold it there, and then they flop into a flip, don't they? Flop into a flip.
Yeah, last time they throttled down when they were approaching the target altitude.
Okay, we're at 8 kilometers.
Oh, you can see it gimbaling.
Yeah. Oh, that's... See, as I was about to say, you don't need to gimbal a lot. That's the interesting thing. Because you...
It's doing.
Yeah,
Now it's-
but yeah, it looked like it was panicking there slightly.
Yeah. What do you call that thing when your handlebars start fighting you?
Speed wobble.
Yes, it sort of reminded me of that.
There's a better term for it. Something...
Slapping your thighs.
No, well...
Tank slap.
Extreme speed wobble there, though. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, no, it's...
Tank slapping.
It's something oscillate... Like... So it's an oscillation, and that it
Something
exacerbates
terrifying
itself.
is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a self-exciting oscillation.
yes.
These cameras, I guess they're smoothly, slowly zooming in as well, so it kind of appears the same size in the frame.
Yeah.
It
If you-
seems to get small.
If you go back and you watch like the launches in the 70s and the 80s, of course it was all done by hand. It was like a guy looking through a viewfinder. This is all, this is computer locked. It's just,
Here we go.
oh wow.
To its side now.
Right, which way is it travelling now?
Down.
Looks so weird.
It looks like it's
well,
going backwards, though,
it's
is my point.
it's horizontal at the
Yeah.
moment, isn't
But it is going down, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because pointy side down, flamey side up right now.
Yeah, why would you not paint it green and call it Thunderbird 2? I mean, seriously, look at it.
That's good.
It's
I
such
like
a
that.
weird sight, isn't it?
What, seeing a spaceship plummet sideways out of the atmosphere on
Can you imagine
purpose?
showing this to NASA in the 70s? This is what you'll be doing in the future.
And then just before we land, we
Right.
flip it right upright and then it goes.
Well, someone just said to me, looks good, but it looked good on that test recently, all the way until...
The last
Just
couple
off
of
the
seconds,
ground.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm guessing it's presenting as much as much drag as it can at this point to the atmosphere. So it's got the minimum speed it can. That's
The
why
hard
it's...
part is the last seconds of the landing.
Yes. Well, the hard part of any landing is the last few seconds.
yeah, it's not the falling that bothers them.
The sudden stop at the end.
It's a sudden stop at the
Oh,
end.
see, now the background is going quite quickly past that spaceship. That's beginning to be a little bit more scary. Kohaka, you're curious what the cost benefit of landing the rocket is? Are you shitting me?
I feel like there should be a bowl of petunias falling next to it.
Kohaka, this is like 20 times cheaper than throwing away the rocket at the end of it.
Relatively speaking.
Oh, wait, there we go. Oh my god, look at that camera work.
Oh, that looks so fake.
It does. That looks terrible.
What an awesome shot! That I've you know the shot of Perseverance.
Oh, wait. It's
On
on
fire.
fire. It's on fire.
Oh no.
Was that on
That's not
purpose?
good.
Hooray! No,
It's-
and then it exploded,
It's not a dropped glass in a pub.
and it exploded.
Okay, then I'm going to switch to the other camera, which hasn't seen it come back down yet. This one's about 20-30 seconds behind.
Watch it.
I've got to see
explode
that-
in another
that,
direction.
No, it didn't
That's
explode.
really
There was
moving.
flames, though.
There's still
Oh,
are
for somewhere it's not
flames.
supposed to. You mean?
Oh, that flame does not look like it's supposed to be there, does it?
Why is it tipping over? It's looking like
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So the second camera view. Oh, wow, that camera is beautiful. This was a 4K camera.
yeah, that flame needs to go out fairly soon.
Yes, I think so.
Where's the flame retarders and the?
I don't think they're on this, are they?
Just a crew of firefighters at the bottom waiting for it to
Oh,
laugh.
do you know what? It's gonna burn to the ground now. That would be sad because it was doing so well.
Well, it landed upright. That's a pretty big success.
Well, it's mostly upright. It looks.
It's on,
Wait.
standing on its small side.
Hold on, he's just referred to that as a successful soft touchdown, not a landing. So the Nerdle cam is showing off the flames a lot better. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. There's your answer. They had to razz a fire engine out there.
I imagine there's one at the ready somewhere nearby. and
Well,
they
yeah,
just throw it in.
but you can't be that close in case, you know, a rocket ship lands on you.
It doesn't look vertical, does it? Oh, I can't wait to watch that that last maneuver again because that looked.
I know. There's the camera's got a little robot thing there. It's not really hitting it though. It's just kind of shooting near. And how far off do you reckon it is? Well, it's about
target.
yeah, it's about 50 feet off the target. I mean, I guess 5 out of 10.
We take those.
Yeah.
That's very close. I also figured out why it looks so fake. It's being controlled by a computer, so that it
Yeah.
doesn't have the
It also
manual
looks-
on it.
Yeah, it also looks like so bulky.
Yeah, the problem is you don't like if you look at this. Oh, don't cut! I'm watching that. It's very hard to spot scale until you realise that like there's a street sign. Street sign only comes about this high. Yeah, I want to watch that. That pan was unbelievable as it just kind of
Yeah, that thing's massive.
like that. Like that's fine, and then it cuts. That looks like shitty CGI from Maya. That looks terrible. Like weirdly fake.
Yeah. I mean, the funniest part to me is it does look like the kind of like rocket ship you'd see in like a kid's bedroom.
Yeah.
Like the kind of shape it has. It's quite amusing.
Yes, it's like a 1950s idea of what a 2020 rocket looks like.
Yeah.
Spiky.
Yeah, that was amazing. Nice to see some positive news for once.
Well, even the rapid deconstructions they say were successes, don't they?
Yes.
Oh, possible connection loss. Last 12 seconds the data has arrived from the server.
Should be up still. I mean, that might be because I increased the data bandwidth.
Consistently.
20 is
Left
moaning.
the
got
game.
locked.
General
connection lost.
timeout.
Goodbye.
Ah.
Boot.
That's very odd. General timeout was the error.
Well, I think we fucked it properly anyway. I was making some real howler mistakes on that one.
So is general timeout the superior to Captain Hindsight?
No, Captain Hindsight's a bastard.
How
What's wrong with Captain Obvious?
But yeah, that's the fakest thing. I don't for a moment, by the way, believe that it's fake. But
Yeah,
it
obviously.
just like looks it.
Yeah, very much does.
Plenty of people think it is.
CGI graphics.
Well, they're allowed to think that.
And they're allowed to be wrong.
It wouldn't be.
Well,
if I
graphics are
was king of the
amazingly
world.
technical these days. They can do stuff that looks like that, can't they?
I mean, that looked fake.
If
but
they
it wasn't,
was.
is the
Yeah.
thing.
But I said,
It's a lot of A's.
in reality,
What in the
drones look
world?
fake. If you've never seen a drone before, they look like CGI has just been inserted into reality in front of your face. They don't move naturally. My brain sort of goes, something off about these. And they
I
say,
mean,
because it's a computer-controlled camera, you have exactly the same thing there. It's weird. It's doing all the panning in and out, and it's perfect.
I mean, the graphics of the moon landing were pretty good. They were pretty convincing.
People are still arguing about those.
There were some unexplained anomalies, though. To be fair.
No, there weren't. There were people saying there's an unexplained anomaly, and that doesn't make
Okay,
it true.
so I saw one that I didn't see an explanation for. So,
Uh-huh.
are you ready for the question?
Yeah, go for it. I pretty much know all of these.
Okay, so I was told the information that I saw was the lenses were etched with pluses or crosses on the lenses.
Pluses.
Am I right so far?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean so far?
Yeah.
You know, an X,
Yeah.
no, plus sign, a cross. Well, technically a cross has got a longer bottom leg, but anyway. Pluses etched on the images, so that anything that was on the image would have to be behind those etched pluses if they were in focus or whatever.
Right.
And there was a photo or something that supposedly came from NASA, and it was something in front of the plus, and something in front of the cross. And it's like, what? How did you do that?
Exposure anomaly, probably.
Oh, the disappearing hatch marks one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that not just?
I don't know. I'm not a photographer. I
Chemical
can't tell you the answer.
process
Yeah.
film.
I thought there was no way of getting rid of them. You know. I don't know. I thought the whole point is that you couldn't fake that sort of the hatch marks would be on top of everything because they were etched into the lens. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about that is that it would be easy for them to correct that
Yeah.
if it was.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, what's happened there is you've made a statement that's true. There are hatch marks on the lenses, and they do disappear in some shots, like when there's a bright light the other side of it. Like, because that's how it's overexposed.
What the hell is that?
What's what? That's a woman, Max.
Oh no, you can see the hatch mark on that one.
Yeah, but you can see where the hatch mark's missing.
You see it should be. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, well, you can see it. You can see it sort of faded.
It's kind of there. This is the thing. If you were to
you're
spend
right, you're straight.
4.5 seconds in Photoshop, you can make that hatch mark disappear and then go, look, everyone, it's gone.
What version of Photoshop do they have in 1968?
Yeah. Well, the one that
Yeah,
sort of me
quite.
is
Alpha
another
version.
one of the arguments that it's fake is because all of the photos are perfect, and NASA are like, no, we only released the good ones, and now they've released them all. They go, literally every single photo is now for public download, 100%. The crap ones, the overexposed ones, the picture of their own feet, the hand over the lens, just a picture of the sun, a picture of space, and it's all black. It's all
You know what they say
dumb.
about the moon landings? That they were filmed and directed by Stanley Kubrick, and he was so dedicated to perfection that he shot them on the moon.
I have heard this one.
Yeah.
Shot on location.
You could only film on location. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's there's the arguments about the shadows are wrong, and like someone on Earth can sit there and go, well, the shadows are wrong because they've been to the moon where there's no like atmosphere or bounce light. The flag was flapping. That's obviously another one. But yeah,
She says to them, okay, yes, the flag's a bit weird and some of the pluses disappear, but did you notice the Earth was round?
No, it's flat.
Oh,
I
no.
refuse to accept that. So it's an inflatable ball in the background.
wait, what? It exploded?
What, the Earth? Oh my god!
I said it was going to do that, didn't I?
Wait, what? The rocket?
Yeah.
Wait, oh, I just closed the stream. You
No,
serious?
no.
Oh, my God.
What?
Brilliant. It's no wonder they cut the stream.
I forgot the name of the stream I was on.
Oh no, they're showing the previous one.
Where's the 4K one?
They must be showing the previous
Oh
one.
no, it's gone up with a big bada boom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hold on, rewinding back. Right, landing. Wait, did it take off again? Just winding back. Oh, I think this has gone up with a spectacular whoopsie.
Oh my.
Oh my lord! Whoa! It went up
Oh, wait,
again.
wait, see on the stream.
Second takeoff. Oh my! And oh wow, you can hear how far how far away it is because the
Oh, my,
explosion.
that's a big explosion.
It exploded.
Bang.
But yeah, watch. Bang. Silence. 3, 4, 4.5 seconds. Woohoo!
Here on positive news, where the world is not on fire.
Damn it. Yes, well, it took off twice at least. I'm not sure it landed twice. Wow. Yeah, they probably want to fix that.
Say.
So what was that? A slow, unplanned disassembly?
Well, it landed.
So
It did land, yes.
it's an SR. Wow, that's amazing.
That's all it's gonna do.
I mean, watch it explodes like the best part, right? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not if someone's on board waiting to be taken off the ship.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's why this one's fun, because it doesn't matter if it blows up. That's why it's funny.
Yeah.
SRD, surprise rapid disassembly.
It's like being away when like a bartender drops something in the pub, but if they drop it and it lands in someone's eye, you're not gonna laugh.
Yeah. It's an SSTO, by the way. It's a surprise second takeoff. That was spectacular. Wow.
It was an
I
excellent
like the way
to
the
learn.
commentators on this stream just lose all composure and they all just go, "Whoa!"
Wait, I think's fair. It was quite a. I mean,
Like a bang.
yeah, it wasn't expected either, was it? I mean, I don't think anybody was expecting to just blow up.
How many people do you reckon are like on site? Like, well, not literally on site. How far away do you reckon the closest person that's actually working on it is?
And did the firefighter get close to the rocket?
No, that was a robot firefighter. I was wrong on it being a truck.
Amazing. Kafaka's right. We got both a launch, landing, and explosion.
I mean, were they going to reuse that one anyway? Probably. Possibly? I don't know. Did they plan to reuse that one?
They take them apart and see. I don't think so.
Yeah.
You have to give it
But you're
down
right,
the
they
plane.
probably were. Yeah, they probably were planning
Yes.
to have a closer look at it once it had cooled down. So, really interesting to find out what happened.
It blew up. Did you not watch it?
There was a fire that was not supposed to be there, and then it spread.
And then it exploded.
It's a rocket. It doesn't have any vulnerable spots.
But the other thing is, Max, I mean, from a non-technical point of view, the concept of getting everyone
It went
involved in the moon landing to be in on the conspiracy it's just not possible. You couldn't.
It would leak, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you just couldn't do it. So, and people would leak the documents.
You say that, but
Yeah.
we say that, but they managed to coordinate getting people onto the moon. So getting people to just,
Yeah,
lie
but-
about something.
There are some versions that require a little less coordination. If they saw something of cosmic significance, like a black monolith, that would be like easier to cover up.
Apparently, during the Neil Armstrong's famous One Small Step for Man, he hadn't worked it out, and he was, chatting with them on the way there. And apparently, Buzz Aldrin said something like, "I'll give you $5 if you just shout." Oh, what was it he said? It's like, it's not quite. Oh my God, little green men,
Oh,
but
God.
but oh my
Something
God,
really messed
they're
up.
already here, and then just don't say anything again. Like, but
$5.
$5, something like that. I can't remember what it was. It was something along those lines. But yeah, I like that. But he obviously went with that
It was really
wonderful. What was the whole thing? He did a quote from the Bible.
Well, it's debated, isn't it? It's
No.
debated whether he said.
No, he
One
does. He does say one small step for a man. But if you listen, it's one full step for a man. You can hear him like, huh, because he's
He
jumping.
was a bit distracted at the time.
He was a little bit.
But he could have said anything. He could have gone, "It's got my leg."
Yes.
Sandworms.
Damn you, sandworms. Graboids.
That's the
Graboids.
point. There is a new film out that I need to watch. There's also a TV series. I didn't know. There's a sci-fi one from about '97. I haven't seen because they were going to reboot it with Kevin Bacon and they didn't, which does make me sad because that's definitely one of my guilty pleasures. Is all the
Bacon.
Tremors films.
Did I post that? Did I
Not
post
Kevin
that
Bacon.
Vine GIF the other day? Did I post it in your channel of from Tremors with them pulling the dynamite over the graboid, and then just as it comes up and grabs the dynamite, they cut to the Mandalorian with that great big creature exploding. I'll see if I can find it. It's funny.
I had to say that one of that bits in the Mandalorian, I think, is something that so few people will appreciate. So that episode is all shot in 16:9, all apart from the bit with the sandworm, which suddenly pulls back into 4:3. Sorry, it's also 2:351 pulls back into 16:9.
Oh, really?
So yeah, they've done it a few times. So I'm watching this on a huge projector screen, relatively speaking. So I got the full effect. I'm watching it, and as the Sarlacc bursts out of the its cave, the aspect ratio just goes upwards, and it's just amazing on a big screen. Suddenly, they did it in Batman. They would flip from 235 to 1 to the 16:9 of IMAX.
Yeah.
Did it all the way through WandaVision as well, but less subtly.
Yeah, definitely
Transformers did that at the
Yes.
IMAX. It was just very jarring.
Yeah,
going
well,
between
the
formats.
problem was in that all of the fight scenes were in 16:9 at like 4K IMAX quality, and it's like wow. And then suddenly it would cut back to the film, and you're like, suddenly there's like a VHS. Like the rest of the film looked terrible compared to the IMAX quality film. And
I posted the Tremolorian.
And what's his face? Chris Nolan said if you could shoot the whole film on IMAX, he would, but it's way too expensive and way too big.
Fuck.
Yeah, Esme just said possibly they triggered that on purpose because it was too unsafe. It wouldn't surprise me because it did look like it was going to
Explode. Yes, it did. Yeah, both The Mandalorian and WandaVision have blown me away with the effects. They are full on cinema quality effects in a TV show. So I've been very happy to not being able to go to the cinema or watch any new Star Wars or MCU sci-fi films. It's been really nice to be able to watch those.
I've been enjoying For All Mankind. That's on Apple TV. You can get just about anywhere now. It's a kind of alternative history.
Yes, I think I forgot to redeem my free Apple TV because I bought an Apple device and I just forgot. I could barely keep up with everything on everything, not even close, but Netflix and Amazon stuff.
To be honest, it's kind of insane how much stuff there is now. Like, no human can watch how much stuff we've produced.
No.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about this about monitoring YouTube, but so YouTube is, it was now. It's 5 years of footage every day or something like that. It's not just difficult to watch. It's not possible to watch.
Adam just watched that Sea Dragon launch. It's a post-credit scene from the first season of For All Mankind.
Oh, is this
Good
where?
TV special effects.
Is this where it's all like future and not future at the same time?
Yeah, so it's an alternative early 80s. So they're taking up the fuel and parts for what do they call it? Anyway, the moon colony.
Is this an Apple TV only?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's really good on a big 4K HDR screen with big cinema surround sound as well.
What do you do when the train breaks down?
Wait. Possibly reduce its servicing interval as well. Now, I noticed that the camera work in this is much worse than it is in reality.
Well, it's the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Would those thrusters work underwater?
Well,
why not? Put
Polaris
oxygen in there.
Polaris missiles far from underwater. I think.
Torpedoes
They have
will.
a small charge that gets them out of the water, and then they take off.
As I say that, I realize I don't know enough about Polaris missiles to absolutely state that as truth.
You can use an oxyacetylene
It's
torch
close.
underwater, can't you? Because the fuel and the oxidizer
Boiled under
are in.
there.
Yeah.
Can I use a rocket
No.
underwater? In Arc? No. Yes, yes, you can. And that's the suggestion. So can I use rocket in Arc? But yes, you can use a rocket engine underwater.
It must make the launch more expensive, though. I think in the film they were doing it to be stealthy, because I don't think there's any technical or engineering advantage to doing it.
Well, yeah, because if you start from deep in the ocean, you can just get it bubbling upwards. You've got like a running start.
What?
So you start,
devices.
yeah, you start your spaceship at the bottom of the ocean, anchored it, and then you let go of the anchor. By the time you've hit the surface, you're already doing like 30 miles an hour.
got the
If your
difficult
ship
bit
is
done.
buoyant.
Yeah.
Well, yes, if the spaceship is buoyant. Otherwise,
Well-
it would be worse than doing it from a boat.
Yeah. Also, if the fuel is heavier than water, then that's probably not the best rocket fuel.
Is LOX heavier?
But does it melt steel beams?
LOX. Oh no! Liquid oxygen is slightly denser than liquid water, so it would sink. Damn it! What about
What's all the other stuff in there?
liquid hydrogen?
Yeah, it's not just oxygen. It doesn't blow its way into space.
But liquid hydrogen is much lighter than water.
Well, as it goes up, presumably it makes water.
Yeah, but I mean, it might float to the surface. I mean, there's also a bunch of air in it as well.
Air?
Yeah, because people are in it breathing.
Not in this one. Not in the show. It's an unmanned one.
Passenger ferry.
That reminds me of a story about Steve Jobs when his engineers came to him with the first prototype iPod, and they presented it to him in his office, and they were really pleased with themselves because they basically made this fantastic music player that was the size of a pack of cards, and they said, we've really crammed it in there and shrunk the electronics down, and apparently he took it over to the fish tank, dropped it in the fish tank, and it sank, and then he said to them, "You see that? There's bubbles. If there's air in there, it can be smaller."
Like,
God.
that's the only one we've made. We weren't done. To be fair, I've seen a teardown of the iPad. It's incredible. It's just a circuit board down the middle, and either side of it, 2 batteries. It's crazy good design.
Well, I'm going to have to knock it off tonight.
Yeah, well, we'll see you tomorrow. So we'll do Red Dead tomorrow, but I think we'll continue to discuss if we want to move on to something else. I would like to try Torchlight 3, even if it's just one stream and it's like, what a pile of arse. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
And then GTA Friday.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Bye, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Peace out. All right. I don't know if I did my buses right.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
That
buses.
fire suppression system looks like it had just enough oomph to reach the launch.
fin. Yeah.
Well, because it looked like it could reach the centre of the launch pad. It wasn't counting on it landing 50 feet too far away.
So as a rule, Tad, bus services don't make money. What do make money is feeder services. So the bus goes to a train station to another train station, and then the train station to a bus station. They do make money.
Yeah.
But yeah, Road Vehicle 1, it is making a profit.
Oh, it is? Nice.
Yeah, it will make some. Whether it makes some all the time is difficult.
Well, I connected 3 cities with it, so I figured it'd do something.
Right, see you later, guys.
Bye.
Peace out.
But as a rule, trains are better.
Yeah.
Like in all aspects, really.
Yeah, but this stuff's so close together, I figured, I'd be wasting the space with the stations when a bus would do it just fine. Not this super highway you've got.
Yeah, but it won't. That's the problem. It will do it acceptably, maybe.
And this is a mega city someone's built.
Well, not us. Like, we don't build cities.
Yeah, the blue city that you've kind of
Nudgestone?
horned yourself into. That what that is. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be stopping in about 10 minutes as I need to go and do some work.
Work.
Yeah,
What?
I know. This has been, as ever, nice and relaxing. I do enjoy Transport Tycoon. It is a very zen-like game. Just watching the trains, usually obey my bidding. Occasionally just sit there and go, no. But most of the time,
Nice and peaceful.
yes.
And you do like trains.
I like trains. Right, Nodston Bay East. Nodston Bay East.
Cool. One, two. Okay, cool.
Oh, wow, my signal's really that bad. Right, they were.
Are you working on this every midnight now then?
Midnight's
That's
when
horrible.
the Australians get up and when the Americans are in full swing.
Fair enough.
Alright. Yes, I know it has 2 fuels.
Yeah, we're basically trying to get to the point where we have screenshots of a good enough quality to ship the Steam page, and it's very close now. Hopefully tomorrow, the Steam page will go live.
Huzzah. Are you happy with the screenshots then?
Yeah, the problem is that the screenshots don't show much game. That's the issue. So
Is it
they
just, like, visuals.
they just show landscape. They don't show combat or mobs because they're just not ready to show. Wait, are you two? There we go. So yeah, we're going to struggle to show a game. What we're mostly showing with the Steam page is some screenshots. That's pretty much it, and the description of the game. But what starts to happen is we start to get people on the wish list. Then I have somewhere to update news to. So you go, oh, let's look at this game. Oh, cool, they're updating news, but I can't post news until it's live.
Right.
Alright. Now, can I send both cola and bubbles to the fizzy drink factory
I
to
believe
make stuff?
That's the case.
Ooh.
Right, why is Oompa Loompa Deliverer making a loss?
because it can.
Not delivering enough for long.
Broke it down.
Well, it's only got 2 passengers in. Wait, from where? From Runt Hill City. All right, from there though. Oh, I'm annoyed about the stations though.
Which stations?
The station's not accepting toys or drinks.
Oh.
Only passengers and mail.
You gotta have
This is
hydrate.
unfortunate.
Drink your feces, hydrate.
What?
They're not accepting food and drink.
Well, they're on the moon, the Mars, so that's fine. The moon.
The Mars.
The Mars.
Well, there is only one Mars.
Not
so-
just any Mars.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
On Mars, drinks. Drink you.
Was it someone asked a flat earther if Mars was flat as well? And it's like, no, of course not. We know Mars is round. Everyone's like, ugh.
Yeah, as I said, the vast majority of flat earthers are there to wind people up on the internet rather than actually believing it truly.
It's great though.
Because people get very angry, and some people are assholes and weren't raised right, so they find it just funny winding people up. But like the head of the biggest flat earther, I think Facebook page just went, yeah, I only did it for the lols, really. Like, I didn't mean any of this. It'd be silly. Of course, it's round. And it said, somebody else saying most of the people who believe in this, they've never been out of their own hick town. I mean, I said I've been to Australia. You look up at the night sky and you're like, this looks different. You begin to realise why.
I don't like it.
Well, no, you begin to realise why the Greeks named all of the constellations. So I look outside at my sky, you're like, the constellations are a bit rubbish here. But there you can see the Big Dipper and the Bear and the Orion's Belt. It's all really quite obvious. Whereas over here, it's really not. So it's... that was why I noted. I mean, that's how different it is. I'm not an astronomer in any way, shape or form. And I genuinely noticed the difference in the... constellations, hence why I looked up what do flat earthers think about this, and I said the answer is there's a mirror in space that reflects the stars so they look distorted. And I'm like, right, so when your explanation is no longer science or logic based but comes into I've come up with something that fits the theory, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, you're telling me that someone built the mirror? Are you arguing that God built the mirror in order to fool people into thinking that we were on a globe when we weren't? Like, that's the thing. There's also no game to this conspiracy theory. The conspiracy theory is that the government's all lying to us that the Earth is round. Why? To control us. To control us into what? Not going to the other side of the Earth? Like, what are they controlling? It just doesn't make sense in itself. I mean, I understand why we would have faked the moon landing, for example, because we wanted to win the space race against the Russians. I say we. America wanted to win the space race against the Russians. I understand that. Going to the moon is also a difficult and complex thing, and I can again understand why someone wouldn't understand how us humans could do such a thing. And, you know, the US government wanted to lie about it to save face against the Russians. I get that. But the Earth is flat because all our governments are lying to us because that's what governments do, doesn't hold any merit if you examine it as a conspiracy theory. Whereas, you know, 9/11 kind of does. The US government wanted to have an excuse to invade Iraq or whatever it is. A friend of mine is a structural engineer for a living. If you ever want
Any of the non-central banking people.
Well, I say, if you ever want to wind a structural engineer up, just do the jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. And he'd be like, no, it fucking doesn't. Of course it doesn't. But when you get steel beams up to like only 700, like
It weakens it.
Yeah, when you get them up to like
Yep.
half their melting point, they've lost like 90% of their structural stability. They just bend. There's nothing to do with melting. It's just to do with sagging. Once it starts to sag, that's it. You know, you are you're
It's not
fucked.
gonna be doing a great thing. Yeah. I think you took over the only sugar factory.
No, there's multiple ones of each. But we are about to stop very soon because I will shut the server down if it doesn't complete while we're not there. Actually, if we're not going to come back to this, I'll just leave the server running for you guys so you can just play away.
Nah.
Well, the best way to play is to learn. Obviously.
I want to find iron on Valheim. Oh, there's one.
Oh, have you got Valheim then? Well, you know, you were playing with us, weren't you? No,
Yeah.
it's Brett that's refusing.
The first
and
time,
Esmir.
and then the next 2 weeks I was off doing other nonsense. Annoyingly. But I've been working on my character so I don't take all the bronze. And then I'll go get iron. So, and they do make a bigger ship that holds a lot of people.
Yeah, but we have a ship that holds a lot of
It needs
people.
a lot of
You just have to hold
a
on.
lot of nails. Oh.
Like it, we built a
Yeah, but
two-person ship.
the
and
big
then
one the game has in it actually has seats.
well, that's nice and all, I suppose, but optional.
Yeah, we gotta
cities
find
are
the
not
swamps
required
and start
for
getting iron.
Vikings.
There's a toy shop.
Yay, I got the passenger train up and running. Woohoo, my achievement for the night.
Nice. Nice.
I need to post the list of games that run on the motion rig again, by the way, so we can find something. What? I'm just so annoyed that Wreckfest doesn't. I've looked and I've looked and I've looked, and it just doesn't. I wouldn't mind.
Unfortunate.
I wouldn't mind playing War Thunder again, in VR with a HOTAS.
You haven't pulled out your HOTAS in a minute.
Well, I've got a new throttle, and so that means I can use my Cyborg and my HOTAS properly, rather than the T1600, which is all right, but it's pretty cheap.
These are all just words to me.
Hand on
Yeah.
throttle and stick. HOTAS.
Well, I knew what HOTAS meant.
Yeah, but you weren't the one being confused.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
But they're aircraft controls rather than helicopter controls, which are better.
I don't have pedals. Well, I do, but only racing pedals. But yeah, Wreckfest plus VR and motion platform support, and it would have been a difficult case to argue to play anything else to me. I'd have needed like detailed explanations in writing. So that is a pity. Anyway, I am going to disappear off now and start to bake a world. So as ever, thank you all for watching. You've all been wonderful. You're always wonderful. And tomorrow we'll be doing forgot anyway now.
Horsey people.
Red Dead, yeah. But I'll see how I feel. But I'm just kind of feeling that we've kind of exhausted the messing around in Red Dead, but there doesn't seem to be much in the way of doing anything seriously in Red Dead. That makes sense. It's just we mess around, we have a good time, but we don't progress in any way, shape, or form. Like we're not doing anything different. We're not working towards a goal. We're just buggering about.
I feel I feel a little let down that the regular Need for Speed didn't make the cut for your usual play.
It's not as good as Wreckfest. Wreckfest is brilliant. Need for Speed's good. I was pleasantly surprised by Need for Speed overall. But
All the things that happened wrong with Heat, they've managed to bang out and make a better game.
yeah. Hot
Ghost
Pursuit
people.
Hot Pursuit 2 Remastered is the one we want to play, but we can't. Unfortunately.
Pursuit. Do we know if that's going to come to EA Play?
I don't think they mention it because we are on the scum tier of EA Play, and there is a posh tier of EA Play.
That's a good way to put it.
It's true.
But yeah, I honestly, I'm super pleased with Breakfast. Like, much better than I thought it was going to be. And I need to remind myself, I'll do it now. I need to remind myself, stick it on a wish list on Steam, because then I think that's where everyone's.
That's the most random bundle I've ever seen in my life. By EA or what is it? Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered and Plants vs Zombies,
Yeah.
Better for Neighborville Deluxe Edition. What?
So I've just booted up.
What is that combo?
I've just booted up Steam, and there's 80% off Wreckfest and all the other titles. Oh, 80% off. Oh, 10% off.
That just says 50.
Monster Jam Steel Titans 2. All right, and MX versus
Trailmakers
ATV.
is on Steam now.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh.
yeah, I will and ah. I'm surprised, given how old it is, that it is still so expensive. So Wreckfest plus all the DLC is still 25 quid, and the games came out in, blimey, 5 years ago or something? Yonks back. But if we're playing it on the Xbox, that means that if we want to play it on Steam, everyone needs to play it on Steam. The lack of crossplay has greatly angered me. There's no reason for that. There are reasons not to have Xbox to Microsoft, Xbox to PlayStation, etc. There's no reason ever not to have that on PC to PC. They have specifically broken it in some way.
Sad.
Yes.
Well, it's not even cross-platform
We
Xbox
can
to
get
PC either.
Need for Speed Rivals.
I'm not buying any Need for Speed random game ever.
No, it's another Criterion. Need for Speed. And it's got cops. In the multiplayer. What am I looking at? Race with friends. You customize your car. Pursuit tech and modification. To change your pursuit or escape strategy. What? Racers evade cops using turbo bursts, jammers, and electromagnetic pulses. What?
I have to say this game is black. It's one that I can look at a game and go, yep, that's the Unity terrain system.
But it's your people, isn't it?
It's not the point. It's just... What the fuck is going on in this game?
And it is free.
Whatever you're talking about is not whatever I'm talking about.
Oh, Need for Speed Rivals Complete Edition.
Not that. No, I'm talking about Monster Jam Steel Titans 2. The physics on the tires look awesome, though. Again, motion platform support. I will go and get the credit card. Motion platform support and VR. I will run to get my credit card. It's a 2D game with neither of those. Yeah, maybe not.
Oh, there's an actual tag in Steam for combat racing.
Yeah, not enough games. Anyway, I am going to head off now, guys. So thank you so much for watching the stream. And we will see you all tomorrow for Red Dead Redemption 2. And I need to fix my webcam. Someone remind me if my webcam's not up tomorrow.